Fighter Gaming presents.
Alright, so welcome back to another amazing episode of Dogma D&D. My name is Boss, and I am your forever DM. And here we do not have a full boat today. We have Caster finally returning. We have Balthazar and Mydorth, who has no choice but to be here because he's in Balthazar's arm. Jacking off on him. So he kind of has no choice but to show up. Unfortunately,
The good arm, also known as the good arm.
yes, the dominant squeezy arm. Unfortunately, Thatzu couldn't join us today. He had prior engagements, as well as Carnivaro, who decided to choose a girl over us. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're not those type of YouTubers. You know, the woman's of age, so no worries there. So, you guys ready? I didn't hear you guys say you guys were ready. I don't give a shit at this point. Let's fucking get into it. Last we fucking left off,
Yep.
you assholes, Balthazar, Thatzu, and Carnivaro, were aboard a ship that was piloted by a Buford Redford. However, he prefers to be called Captain Buford Redford. And he saved your guys' hides in the desert when these creatures that were shapeshifters, or so you guys believe, to be shape-shifting dragon-like creatures, decided to attack after your encounter with the governor. And as you guys were hightailing it out of town, just a ocean of bodies climbing over one another. They're all human, mind you. Some were flying, unaided. Some were running on all fours. Others were just dead-ass sprinting, tearing through the stone buildings and the wood. I mean, it was scary. It was looking bad for y'all. But, out of nowhere, here comes that airship, and the captain saves your guys' skin. You guys end up going to the Dwarven territory to finalize some deals that you, Balthazar, made with the governor there, and an artificer who decided that, what you brought him, which was the judge's head, was payment enough for him to begin creating a body for Mydorth. And from that point, you guys found out that you'd need to find somebody to put Mydorth's soul into the body. And who better than the Archmage himself? So, to get to the Archmage, you guys have to get aboard a ship, the same ship, and fly to a continent that none of you have visited yet, called Ediramond. And from Ediramond, you will fly to the citadel of the Archmage. You guys have been on this airship for the better part of, we'll say, 6 days. Talking, drinking, eating, being merry, having a good old time. However, in these 6 days, Balthazar, what have you done?
In these 6 days?
Yes, you've had 6 days, and what are you doing in the 6? And what have you done in those 6 days?
Well, I've got my Cockonomicon back, right?
Yes. You are
I've
fully geared up now. You have all your stuff from the governor's. Damn. Did we just go in someone's ass?
Yeah, sorry, it's a magic school bus type of day today.
Ah.
So, I
Miss Frizzle.
I split up my time between studying the Cockonomicon for any new spells or anything like that, as well as I'll do that for 3. I've done that for 3 days.
Okay.
And then the other 3 days I've been meditating and praying to my god Charisse, my goddess Charisse.
Thatzu has been poring over in one of the rooms that are available, poring over the notes that he was stuffing away from the governor's desk. He's been poring over those for the last 6 days. Not really spending any time talking to anybody. Carnivaro has been spending his time speaking with the captain. Him and the captain seem to be getting along quite well. Other than that, not much else has gone on, and after those 6 days, on the final day, Balthazar, you hear a knock at your door where you have been sleeping for the past 6 days.
Ooh, okay. Is that it? I just hear a knock at the door.
Yeah, you're hearing a knock at the door. I mean, he's not gonna fucking walk in your room. I mean, he knows who you are. He's had He has 6 fucking days to figure out who you are. You think he's gonna just waltz on in?
All right. I said, who is it?
It's the captain.
Oh, come in, Captain.
He opens up the door.
As I'm stroking on the bed.
Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, good lord, boy. Put that fucking thing away. You may end up flossing someone's teeth with that thing, please.
All right. I put my papers away.
Jeez, it's like a baby carrot. Good lord.
Well, it's good for eyesight.
Oh,
anyways, what can I do
see
you for?
It coming?
Anyways, what can I do you for?
Alright, so I've explained to the others that once we make port in Ediramond, that you will have an entire day to kind of fuck about. I need that entire day to find me a new crew. Apparently there's been a mutiny, and the halflings apparently don't like the journey that we're going on. Bunch of pussies, if you ask me. But hey, whatever. They're a little, little bothersome. The short people. It's a little upsetting. But, yeah. So, I have to find me a new crew, and it'd probably take about a day. So, that cool by you?
It works
Don't
for me.
Don't care. I'm the captain. It doesn't matter. So, I mean...
Alright.
Yeah. I'm just teasing with you. With you. He walks over to the side of your bed and just sits down.
Oh.
You were saying?
I lean in close. I say, Captain, I do have a question for you.
He takes his finger and pushes you backwards.
Oh.
Don't get that close to me, boy. It's not what you think. I'm just tired and I need to sit down.
I put my hand on his leg and I say, understood. Now, Captain.
He pulls out a dagger and shows it to you. Touch me again, and I'll cut your wee baby carrot.
I take my hand off. I apologize. Anyways, Captain, what I'm trying to ask you here is, what are the people here like? What races are we dealing with in Ediramond?
He looks at you a bit puzzled, and then remembers that you're from the desert region of Aradian. Well, you're from Aradian, and the racism that goes on there. I mean, every race is in Ediramond. I mean, it's more of like the hub of the Adventurers Guild. So every single race is.
So the crossroads of the world. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So we got a day. I guess I'll go meet up with the others.
All right. Well, you have fun, but I do have a couple of questions for you, Balthazar.
Shoot.
Speaking of shooting, why dick magic?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Why dick magic? It's
why
as
dick
good
magic?
a school as any.
Is it really, though? I mean, you're a wee carrot. I did catch a peek. My mistake. But, Your peas that are hanging off of that wee carrot they look very frail. And it looks like it takes a toll on you. I heard about your age. You're only 24, 25?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean,
You look like you're in your 60s, boy.
Every sort of magic takes its toll on its user. It's just that, well, cock magic kind of draws more from the vigor of its wielder. So, sometimes it can lead to a little bit of look of frailty, but I assure you, I'm just as spry as anyone else. But also, it's a good school of magic. It, kind of mixes utility along with offense. A good mix of the two is never a bad thing.
Well, that's true, boy. But, however, I do feel that, say, don't be casting any of them fucking spells on the cruise ship, okay? I don't need to be paying for repairs or paying for cleaning.
Aye, Captain.
Alright. He gets up and he...
I've been waiting to say that. That's great.
He gets up and he walks out and closes the door behind him. And you are still in your room, butt naked.
Can I look around this room and see? I'm assuming I've got all of my all my belongings, but
Yes.
Is there anything extra in the room?
So the room, as you're looking around, it's just a simple single-bedded, room. It's good for one person. There's no storage in there. It's just your stuff. It's quite literally just a place to lay your head.
Okay, well then I go ahead and finish what I was doing before the captain came in. And then I go ahead, put on some clothes, and head out my room to go look for the rest of the party.
As you're walking out down the hall, you catch a glimpse of the door that is cracked open just slightly. You see Thatzu still just poring over these notes, just intently reading them. The stack of notes that he ended up taking, bigger than what you thought it was. It's a decent pile. It's about a foot high. Of course, they're crumpled, so there's a lot of airspace in there, but he is focused. More focused than you've ever seen him.
Kind of, look a little bit longer, and then I kind of, knock on the door. I'm like, hey, Thaddy, find any useful shit out of there yet?
Don't ever call me that again.
All right, noted. But question still stands. You find anything interesting in that?
Yes. So, the interesting thing is they're all written Draconic.
It's odd for a human governor,
Well,
supposedly.
Obviously, the governor was not human when these notes were made. These notes obviously were made by the creature that we all fought.
So they're all draconic.
They speak Draconic. They write Draconic. I don't know if they're Draconic.
Well, not the creatures themselves, but the letters.
Possibly.
Alright, is that something you're able to take a look at, or is that something we could get Carnivaro on?
Well, the Draconic that is written down is of a different dialect, so I highly doubt that the Dragonborn would be able to read it. But it's okay. I'm able to read it. I'll pour over this, and you go do whatever it is you...
Alright, and is he looking, he's looking straight at me?
Yeah, he's looking right at you.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, I guess I'll do this first. Can I ask him to kind of look at a letter, see if I could just for shits and giggles?
For you to look at a letter?
Yeah.
Sure. You can ask him.
Alright, Thatzu, you mind if I just for shits and giggles, kind of take a look at one of those letters there?
You see his eyes roll, and he grabs one of the letters out of the stack and holds it between two fingers towards you and just raises his eyebrows like, take it out of my hand.
All right, I pick up the letter, and then can I, try to attempt to read this?
Do you know Draconic?
Let me hold on. Let me pull up D&D Beyond. I think yes, but let me just double check here. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna log in. Fuck. Hold on a second here. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, no shit. I switched over to a new browser. I'm sorry.
I just want to be.
Character sheet. Hurry the fuck up. Notes, extras, allies, men with erectile dysfunction, and minotaurs. That's not it. Yeah, I forgot for my allies. And enemies are demons and roosters. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I wrote this. Okay. Where would I find that?
It's on like the main page at the bottom left.
Yeah, I was about to say it should be right there on the
Okay.
front.
Languages Draconic, and that's part of the sorcerer thing.
Oh, okay. So as you're looking at this piece of paper, the words practically jump off of the page. It's speaking about a god of souls and how the god of souls has a temporary vessel, and that the temporary vessel, as powerful as it is, will eventually give way and fail, and that they need to find a more permanent vessel and find someone who perhaps can bind the god of souls to this vessel. And they've searched through the southernmost parts of Aradian just from the notes that you're deciphering, and they sent a search party out to where rumor has it that the elves are located, the desert elves are. None have returned, and they thought perhaps some of the human colonies may have the answer that they seek. So, it's part of Phase 2.
That's what the letter says. It's part of Phase 2.
It's part of Phase 2. It's kind of just, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, it's part of Phase 2.
Okay, it's part of Phase 2. And I go and kind of like, holy shit, that's weird. And I'm kind of like, well, I've never really been one for fucking reading, but I think this is saying something about a god of souls. I'm telling Thatzu something about a temporary vessel that they've got, but even that's gonna fail regardless of how powerful it is. It looks like they're looking for somebody to get a permanent vessel and someone to bind the soul into that permanent vessel.
Almost sounds like what we're trying to do, does it not?
It does. Sounds like something. They're saying part 2 or phase 2.
Yes, Carnivaro spoke of how Phase 2 was completed. So, this is an after the fact. These are in no descript order. So, one of the notes speaks about a planting. Not sure what that implies, but either they're growing a garden, or perhaps they've planted a seed. Don't know. However, I am terribly busy, and I do not have time to entertain you.
Alright, well, get back to your, stack of fucking letters then.
He goes back and continues reading his letter, paying you no attention as you as to what you say.
All right, as I walk out of the room and I kind of turn around and do like a fucking a DX chop, and then turn around and leave.
Do you give like the suck it under your breath? You're like, oh,
Yeah, but under my breath so he can't hear me.
okay. All right, so you leave the room. And you are now back out into the hallway.
All right, well, I continue down the hallway, kind of looking for the others in the party, while trying to kind of still kind of surprised that I was actually able to read that letter. As I continue down the hallway looking for the party
So
for the
you
rest.
continue down the hallway and you make it to the stairs where you walk up the stairs and are now on the top deck. You see the clouds kind of passing by. Just quickly, the ship is moving at a fast rate of speed, but you feel it lurch forward as it becomes apparent that you guys are beginning your descent. Your guts feel like they're in your throat at this point. You see Carnivaro just kind of leaning up against the edge of the boat, the airship, I mean, and you see your dog just hanging out, sleeping near the mast. And behind you, you see the captain just spinning the wheel, which way he's spinning it makes no sense to you. He's spinning it way too fast and way too hard, and it doesn't make any sense as to what he's doing. But he seems happy doing it. You see the halflings on the ship looking at you and looking back at the ropes as they, lower the, or raise the sails, raise the sails and prepare to dock in Ediramond.
All right. Well, I whistle over for dog Jack Mackick. I go and kind of whistle him over. I'm like, here, boy, come on, follow me. We got some stuff to do today. And
Dog gets up and wags his tail and runs over to you happily.
I'll start petting him. I'm like, hey, buddy, how we doing, buddy? And then start kind of walking over to the closer towards the captain, and kind of just study him even more. Can I kind of do a perception check to see if that wheel is even connected to anything steering this ship?
I mean, you can, yeah. You can roll an investigation check if you'd like.
Okay, I'd like to, because I feel like
Okay.
that's some goofy shit. Alright, let's see. Do I have any buffs? Alright, so that's going to be a 13.
So you see the captain, he spins the wheel to the right for what you start deeming is half a second, then spins it to the left real quick for about half a second. He does this several times. It's almost like a rhythm. And it never goes further than it did before. He catches it right as he needs to. And he's just spinning it wildly. It doesn't make any sense to you. However, the wheel is connected to something.
Okay, well, that's good to know. And we're still on our descent, right?
Yes, you guys are still descending.
Okay, I guess I make my way over to Carnivaro and fill him in on what I found out in the letter.
He listens to what you're saying on the letter. I'm assuming you're not going to repeat it all.
No.
Okay. So
But it's basically the same thing that I told Thatzu.
okay. So you repeat it all to him. And, yeah. Those people they were talking about phase 2. Phase 2. Something about the sons. Thatzu said it was the sons of B.A.T.R? B.A.T.R? I don't fucking know.
All right, well, sons of Barum. All right. They're wrapped up in this shit then. All right. Well, are you gonna be hitting the town today? Or are you gonna be sitting on the ship?
I think I'm gonna be sitting on the ship today. Just kind of relax and talk to the captain a bit more. He reminds me of the crew I used to run with. So yeah, I'm gonna bend his ear a bit, maybe trade stories. Go on without me. However, if you find something you think I may like in town, get it for me. I'll pay you back.
All right, will do. Then I kind of walk away and then find somewhere to sit on the deck while I wait for the descent shit to go down.
You guys are continuing your descent. You're seeing seagulls flying around, and you've seen some hawks, some crows. As you descend closer and closer, the cool breeze of Ediramond just hits you. You get a chill for the first time during the daylight. Because in the desert, it's hot as hell. So the whole atmosphere is just different. And as you guys land, you hear the sounds of a very lively town. You hear music in the background. You hear people laughing, having fun. You hear street merchants trying to sell their wares. And as the ship comes to a full stop and creaks, each board creaking and moaning under its own weight and pressure, the sounds of the city and town just get louder and louder. You hear blacksmiths, you hear people trying to sell armors. I mean, it's a very lively town. Something that it's been a while since you've heard. You see the greenery around the area. You see the hills and the mountains. You see the forests. Very, very different landscape than what you're accustomed to.
Alright, I kind of take it in. I'm like, holy shit. I think I like this place. And then I kind of talk to Mydorth. And I'm like, hey, Mydorth, where are you trying to go today? Once we touch down.
Not sure. That's mostly, well, obviously because I'm here with you, but, I don't know, maybe we can get you a new dagger or something. If you have one, if you don't have one.
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. I think I might need to check on some of my gear, see if there's any extra shit I could get. Try not to get in any trouble while we're doing it, too.
Then onwards.
All right, and then are we docked yet, or are we still making that
docked. You're docked.
Okay. All right. Well, I head off the ship with my dog, and
You walk
yeah,
off the ship, and you're just seeing everybody happy, smiling. You're seeing some town guards, walk around, patrol the area, make sure, nothing bad happens. However, you're seeing a bunch of other people. You're seeing humans walking around with dwarves. You're seeing orcs. You're seeing very large-looking beings, which you would know as a Goliath, thanks to Mydorth. You're just seeing everybody just mingling with each other, but everybody is just kind of out of place. It just feels like you're the only one that, should be here while everyone else is out of place.
that's strange. Can I take the time to kind of like sit on a bench and like observe people and see if they've actually if they're actually going to destinations, or if it all kind of looks like fake, sort of. You know what I mean?
Like
if they all have,
you're trying to see if it's like a like an illusion.
yeah, see if it's like they all got fake destinations or something like that. Kind of like out of story, but like when the FBI sets some shit up in shows.
Yeah, I get it.
And they got like babies and strollers, but they're not babies. They're fucking Glocks.
How long do you want to sit on a bench and wait? And just
I mean, we got all day. Why don't I sit for about like 45 minutes?
Okay. So you sit on the bench for 45 minutes, and you're seeing people that are heavily geared up, walking with 3, 4, 5 people, and they seem to be going off down the road. And it's just, it seems everybody is walking with intent, perhaps not purpose, but with intent. You know, people are going and shopping, people are going out of town, you know, in numbers of 2, 3s, and 4s. Some are heavily geared, some are not. You see some people that you could identify as possibly spellcasters as well. They're wearing the robes, they've got staffs, you know, just all kinds of different clothing. You just feel really like everyone's out of place. As though the town that you came from, everybody wore pretty much the same similar things. They wore either all of them wore armor, or all of them wore just, you know, slaves' clothes. Some people wore different stuff, but it was, you know, a lot of it was cheap. And you start remembering that the prices of things where you came from was extremely high. So poverty was extremely high. Here, it seems that poverty still exists, but the people that are leaving town in 2s and 3s remind you of what you've been doing. And then it dawns on you, you're in the hub of the adventurers. So these people are adventurers. They're no different than you.
Okay, and during this time, what are there any shops that I've perceived that are kind of like weapons shops that I can head in the direction of?
So you've heard, as you're watching, you've been hearing from, you know, in the distance, you've heard people trying to sell weapons, wares, trinkets, armor, so on and so forth. It's off in the distance, but, you know, you've heard.
Alright, well, I head towards a weapon shop then.
Okay,
See if I can find some more gear.
As you're walking down the street, you're seeing everybody's just friendly, and, you know, some people pass and smile at you and keep walking about their day, and you see a man who's wearing what appear to be leather chaps and a leather vest. He looks almost like a cowboy. He's playing with a lasso, you know, keeping the kids entertained, and you see the kids clapping and having a good time, and it's just also strange to you because it's strange. But you're finally at the weaponsmith, and
Alright.
you walk in. You see all of his wares on the walls, behind the counter, of course. You see the just armament that he has, and he's going through a book. Got glasses on. He's an older man.
I go up to him and I say, "Excuse me, sir. I'm
Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You know, it's okay. But I'm in the mood, I guess. I'm in the mood for kind of a bladed weapon. What kind of daggers do you guys have?
You've got the pointy kind, and we've got the pointy kind.
Yeah, but do you have any special pointy kinds?
He looks up and kind of, his brain's trying to figure out what you mean by special pointy kind. You mean like poison tip daggers?
Well, I mean, that sure could be one of them. Yeah, do you have any of those lying around?
No, I've got regular daggers. You can dip them in poison, and there you go.
Ah, well, you've just got daggers. All right. Well, what's your best concealable short blade weapon?
He turns around and walks to the wall and comes back with a fairly average looking sword. It's this sword. This sword you could hide your robes. I don't know if you'd be able to get to it very easily, but yeah, it could be concealed.
Okay. How much for the sword?
Oh well, I'd say about oh 500.
Ah, Poppy Dick. I kind of do. Can I do a perception check on the state of the sword?
Sure,
See if it's even close to being worth that much?
sure.
Because he took a little too fucking long to answer. Alright. Perception.
This man said puppy dick. Puppy dick.
That is a nat 20 plus 3, so 23 we're looking at.
All right. So as you're looking at this shopkeeper who keeps adjusting his glasses and licking his toothless gums, and seeing if you can appreciate the sword, you look at it and you see that the blade on it has been sharpened to a very fine point, almost surgical. The sword is, of course, just made of regular iron. Nothing too fantastic. However, the blade of it is pretty impressive. You look at the tip of it, and the tip is also damn near surgical. Very beautiful sword, given the material that it's made of. The handle itself is wrapped with a nice leather. It's hard to tell what kind of leather it is, but it's leather nonetheless. And it has a good weight to it. And because you got a nat 20, this sword looks like it would be worth more than 500 gold.
Worth more than 500 gold?
Yes.
Now,
500 gold.
as I look around the shop, do I see anything, like, can I tell how much traffic he gets? Because, I mean, if he was in here, kind of sitting, reading a book. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and persuade this man for a lower price. So, I kind of go to the guy, and I look at him, and I'm like, well, I mean, 500 gold seems a bit steep here. I mean, it seems as though you don't really get a lot of traffic around here. I mean, I walked in here and you were surprised that you even had a customer because your nose was in a book. And when I spoke, you kind of jumped there. So I'm thinking maybe we could cut that price in half, do 250 gold on that sword. We get it out of your shop and you can knock a little bit of dust off of these shelves.
You'd be incorrect. I get plenty of business. I see lots of young adventurers come through here. Though you did catch me off guard. I was surprised because the sign outside did say I was closed for lunch. But I do understand that, it's for appearances while I'm on lunch and I don't have any customers. It is appearing that I have no customers. But I get plenty of customers when I'm not on my lunch. And the book I was reading was the daily log. How much gold I have and how much I have to put up. But you do make a fair point. It is one less thing I need to keep on the wall. I'll tell you, I will drop the price from 500 to, say, 350.
350?
350. 350 gold.
Would you be able to do 300?
I would be able to go as low as 325, and that is my final.
Would you be able to do 320 in a hug?
No.
Okay, 325 it is.
He claps his hands together and okay, well, put the gold on the counter and the sword is yours. Would you like me to put it in a scabbard, perhaps?
Does that come with the sword or is that extra?
Of course, it comes with the sword.
I'll take the scabbard then. I feel like they don't take too kindly to unsheathed weapons around here.
It doesn't bother them too much. I mean, you do something silly, there's bound to be a large posse that will take you down in a matter of seconds. You know, this is the hub of the Adventurers Guild after all. Are you perhaps new?
Yes, just rolled in today, actually.
Oh, well, welcome to Nefla, home of the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, thank you. Is there anything you know of that anyone needs help with around here that could be done within a day? Kind of got a whole day to kill around here, but don't have time for too long of a quest.
He starts chuckling to himself. I don't think you understand what I said. This is the home of the Adventurers Guild. There's nothing to be done around here. No tasks, no nothing like that. If you want work, you'd have to go to the Adventurers Guild.
All right, that was kind of what I was asking, but okay. Yeah, I'll go over to the Adventurers Guild.
None of it would take a day, though. That's what I was implying. You'd have to go to the Adventurers Guild. And they'd tell you, oh, yeah, sure, we have work. But it didn't take you longer than a day.
All right, duly noted. Well, I will get out of your hair then so you can enjoy the rest of your lunch.
Okay, well, be sure to close the door and leave the sign where it is, and I hope you enjoy your new sword, and be sure to keep it well oiled, and when not in use, keep it in the scabbard. It'll last you longer, young man.
All right, I will. I will. As I walk, I say this as I walk out of the way, or out of the room, and back into the street, and I close the door. But then I also take the wooden skeleton key out of my ass and use it to lock the door so that nobody else can get in there until he realizes that his door is locked somehow.
Okay, so I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay. Wait, is it a dexterity or a sleight of hand check?
Yeah, sleight of hand. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. We are looking at an 11.
All right, so you push the key in, and of course, you're getting a little too overconfident. You go to turn the key, and you feel that the handle of the key turns before the actual key does.
Oh.
And it turns and locks the door. But that was very rude. It has never done that.
Wait, hold on. The key, the head of the key
The head of
turns
the key.
before...
The head of the key slightly turns first before the actual key itself turns and locks the door.
Like a flexible kind of
Like
turn?
it flexed.
Or
like it flexed, yes.
Okay.
And it's never done that. Each turn you've done was just a regular old key.
Okay. But the door is locked.
The door is locked, yes.
Okay. And that sign says closed, right?
The sign says closed.
Okay. I walk out into the street and...
Yeah.
I don't know, head to a tavern.
Alright, so you start walking down the street, and again, you're seeing everybody so lively, and you're kind of lost. Because where the fuck's the tavern?
Good point. Alright, I take it there's a bunch of people around me still, right?
Yep.
Can I ask somebody? I go up to some random person that looks like a drunk, and I say, "Good sir, can you help me find the tavern?"
So you're walking around looking for someone who looks like a drunk, and you are having the most difficult time finding them.
I don't see nobody stumbling.
Nobody's stumbling.
Nobody. God damn this town.
How dare they not have a drunk son of a
You know, back
bitch!
back in Kolnaktazi, you would be able to tell people's status by how you looked at them. This is bullshit.
The more shit you had on your shoes, the better off you were.
All right. So I just go up to some random adventure, or actually, can I go help in the middle of the street? Someone help!
Okay, so you start screaming help, and
I'm not screaming, but like loud enough to get attention.
okay, so you're forcefully yelling help, not screaming, but enough to get attention. And you see a few people like looking at you, just kind of confused. Their face is still kind of smiling, but it's that awkward smile where they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" And
I guess you're the new drunk.
right,
Yeah,
and
no
you,
shit.
you hear a very fast gallop. It gets
What the
louder
fuck?
and louder as it comes towards you. And you see the man you saw at the front of the town who was doing lasso tricks for children. He rides up on a horse and he's looking at you. Incaster? Or sorry. Take it away.
Okay. Howdy there, sir. Do you need help?
Yeah. Yes, I did, sir. I need to know where the tavern is. I'm new here, can't find it. I do have 50 gold pieces because I know this is the hub of the Adventurers Guild. So I got money if you help me find the tavern.
But I happen to know where the tavern is.
You would.
Okay.
The Adventurers Guild is where the tavern's at.
Alright. Okay.
That's convenient.
Yeah. I'll lead you there.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And I follow this gentleman that was doing lasso tricks.
I'm on a horse still.
He's on the horse. So
Oh,
he's-
but I'm not following his horse.
Oh no,
He's
you
not.
are. He's still
No,
on
you-
the horse.
Oh, okay.
So you guys you're following him, and you see this horse that's not making any sense to you because it's the only horse you've seen so far. And
Wait, like ever in my life?
no, the only horse you've seen here in this town. Everyone else is
okay.
walking except him.
Mm.
You guys are making your way towards the towards the Adventurers Guild / tavern.
I ask him. I go, so how come you got a horse?
I summoned it.
Summoned? What do you mean you summoned it?
Well, I mean, I don't have a regular horse, so I had to summon one, obviously.
That's fucking awesome. Where'd you learn how to do that?
Back on the ranch.
Mm. All right, well, I'm gonna have to learn how to do that someday.
Where'd you
ask
come from?
Oh, I came from desert land of Iradian. Kind of headed out of Kolnaktazi. It's a kind of human town over that way.
I'm a human. I don't think that got mentioned earlier, but my guy's a human.
Does he say this like out loud, like I'm a human? Does he say it? Can he say it like that?
We could say that he was like, I'm a human. Like
Is that
like okay, like you just tried to insult him. Like, hey, you wouldn't know about it. It's a human town. I'm a human.
I go to him. I'm like, I'm a human too. That's cool. Radian. It's the desert continent out that way, and we came over from one of the human-held colonies of Kolnok-Tazi. There's a kind of a war that went on between the dwarves and the humans, so they're kind of separated. They got an apartheid type thing going on over there. So,
Boz, would I know much about the situation over there?
Yes, everyone outside of Aradian knows very
Okay.
well the situation that's
so I'm
surrounding me.
explaining this like an asshole then.
Yes. which works because
Yeah.
it works. It really
Which
does.
is hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like, oh well, you wouldn't know because this is big time news over there, but everybody knows about it. That's why no one has come to the aid of either territory.
Well,
Yeah, so I say that all to him. I'm like, yeah, crazy word, and I explain it to him like, I'm the only, like I'm giving him big news that
Well,
is just something that like only we would know about because we're over there. I'm like, it's a crazy time that we're living in, and
well, he wouldn't know about what occurred with the judge.
well, not that.
Yeah, I was about to say he wouldn't know what occurred with the judge in current events.
No, and I'm not telling him that.
Okay.
But I'm just telling him about the basic like breakup of the of everything
The
and
nasty
explaining it
divorce.
explaining it super confidently and going into great detail about it.
yeah, well, it's not much better over here. Recent bandit attacks and everything, devastating.
Oh yeah, is that bandit attacks that have been happening just on this town here, or kind of like all over the continent?
No. Well, it's kind of nearby, but the ranch I'm from got attacked. It was devastating. I had to leave.
If you don't mind me asking, how did everybody fare? Are you the only one?
As far as I know, I may be the only one.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like you need a drink.
You guys made it to the Adventurers Guild Tavern. As you say, it sounds like you may need a drink.
All right, well,
Okay. I'm going to wait. Am I able to unsummon? Wait, I need to look at the rules for the spell in case am I able to unsummon it somehow? 1 second. I'm just gonna unsummon the horse.
While you're still on it?
Would I fall if I do, or would I fall gracefully?
So you unsummon the horse as you're sitting on it, and you just drop to your feet effortlessly, like you've done this thousands of times. You are very much a showman.
And I say under my breath, oh my god, he's so cool.
Fucking cool. So yeah, you dismount in a very, showman way.
Alright, well I guess we'll head inside then.
Alright, first round's on me. We walk in the door, and
you guys are greeted with just loud music, people laughing, there's a couple people fighting. You hear just a couple groups talking to each other, having somewhat of a pissing contest. You see the barkeep just standing there, wiping down the bar, lifting up one of the patrons who's passed out unconscious, lifting his head and cleaning up under him and gently putting his head back down and giving him a nice pat on the head. The barkeep, he himself is green, got 2 large teeth jutting out of his bottom jaw, and his black hair put up in a nice little ponytail.
okay, go up to him, and I say, "Excuse me, barkeep. I just got into town here, and I'm not familiar with this continent's beverages. What do you guys got on tap?"
Well, we have ale. Would you like some ale there, little man?
Just ale?
Well, I mean, we have mead, ale, wine. What's your budget?
I ask him, do you guys have rot gut?
We don't serve that here. I'm so sorry. You must be from the desert colonies.
Yeah, I've live over there for a while. You kind of acquire a taste for it. That's all right. I'll go with You know what? Can we get one of those mini barrels, like those mini barrels of meat?
He looks to where you're pointing, and
Why, certainly. I mean, just give me 50 gold and it's yours.
You said 50 gold?
50 gold.
50.
My sir, I will give you 100 gold because that sounds like a fantastic price. And I give him 100 gold, basically tip him 50 gold on top of that.
What the?
okay. So he picks up the
Because I'm
two-
so surprised at like the fucking price difference. Because like I think what was it? A pitcher of rock gut was like 50 gold, right?
a pitcher of rock gut was 10 gold. Like I said, the economy.
I'm off.
The economy was very different. Oh
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is wonderful.
So he picks up the two casks that are, they're not huge. I mean, they're, casks. But he picks them up and places them down on the counter. You asked for two or one?
No, I asked for one. That 50
Oh, I thought
gold
you
on
said
top
two.
of
I'm
it is
sorry.
just a tip. No,
So
it's
he-
just a tip for him.
So he puts both of them up on the counter, but pushes one towards you. And you hear it just sloshing around in it. And he takes the 50 gold and just stands there.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful day, and let me know if I can help you with anything else.
No problem, my friend. Thank you.
And he
Thank
looks at you, he looks at your friend there, Balthazar.
And what can I get for you?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna share the cask. But
If you want
is that what we're doing?
something different, it's on me, please.
Well, it's just a cask of ale, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
just
cask
a
of mead.
ale.
Oh, cask of
Ah,
mead or
It's
whatever.
a mead, baby.
Oh, you
Yeah,
want
I'll
mead?
take that.
Okay, it's mead then.
I feel like I'm
I'll
not
take that.
being listened to.
He wiggles his finger.
There you go.
Magic bar, keep it back.
No, I thought honestly you said ale. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Just fucking up my drinks of choice, man.
So you're just gonna share the cask with your friend?
I mean, it's kind of
Is he
big.
trying
I feel
to Is he trying to upsell me right now? This guy?
like you already gave him 100 gold.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying, but he sounds like he's trying to call me a bitch, and that I should order more because that's. I was like, and you know what? I'm gonna feed into it. You know what? Give me another cask then. And I'd throw another 100 gold at him for just one. One more cask
He
mead.
puts the cask on or he pushes the other cask towards you as he swipes the 100 gold into his hand again, holding 200 gold.
Right,
And-
well, you guys enjoy. And of course, if you need anything, please let me know.
And as I've thrown that gold at him, I look at him and I'm like, I know what you're doing, but it's okay. I like it.
I mean, it's part of my job, so man's gotta earn a living.
And then as he goes away, I kind of go over to, I turn over to this lasso guy as I know him and I go, oh, cheers. And actually, I don't think I ever got your name. I'm Balthazar.
I'm Bo.
Bo. Well, nice to meet you, Bo. And I go and raise up a glass of mead to go and cheers him. And, before we have a drink.
I'll cheers as well.
Well, you guys are just sharing a cheers. And of course, the crowd is getting a little bit more and more ruckus. They're having fun, getting a little too wild, but it's still very fun, still very safe, because at the end of the day, you are in the Adventurers Guild.
What time of day is it?
It's still very early in the afternoon. About 2, maybe 3.
Is like the ship that we're supposed to catch, is it like the next day or is it?
Yes, it'll be the next day.
Okay.
So the next day at what time, though? Because
Early in the morning. Early in the morning.
So we talking like 6?
We're talking 6:05
So specifically?
specifically.
Not a minute before, not a minute
Not a
after?
minute before or a minute after.
Okay, and it's like what? Like 2 o'clock right now?
Yeah, it's just 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, alright, cool. So I look over at Bo and I go, well, what are you kind of getting into here? So after you left your ranch, what things are you going to be moving on to? You got any work that you're finding out here? Or are you trying to find somewhere else to settle down?
Yeah, just trying to find a place to settle down. Just wondering for now. I'm supposed to be on a ship tomorrow over to, I forget where, the Archmage Citadel or something, but I don't know if I'm going there specifically for that. But I don't know if I say that part.
Really? A ship tomorrow? What, do you happen to know the name of the captain?
Do I know the name of the captain?
You just know him as Captain Buford.
Yeah, Captain Buford.
Well, hot damn. That's the ship I'm on. I know that salty bastard.
Oh, really? How'd you meet him?
Well, I kind of saved my ass over in Iradian. We were getting chased. We were getting chased by some unknown creatures, some weird ones. Kind of, you know, they're almost like shapeshifters, but not quite. They speak Draconic. I'm not too sure about him, but he saved our asses. Came in like a bat out of hell, raining down hellfire on him. Gave us enough time to scurry up the rope ladder and get on his ship and get the hell out of there.
Could I try to figure out maybe what type of beast or creature it is if they are like a beast type creature?
Sure, you could roll a history check if you'd like.
History?
Or you could roll investigation and ask your questions to Balthazar, and I'll feed you kind of a little more information.
Oh shit, this is gonna test my memory.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Okay. I'll roll investigation then.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, solid. 15.
Ooh.
So, you say these are some sort of draconic creatures?
Yeah, well, we're not 100% sure. I mean, they look normal, but they're kind of shapeshifty. I've never seen them in their normal form, but, we had somebody cast some frost spell on them. A couple of the ones that we were getting attacked by, and it froze them, but it also froze about 3-4 feet above their, the form that we could see.
Oh.
And, when they died, we were able to get, a couple of their balls. And we compared them to our Dragonborn. It's in our group. And they're scaly. The balls are scaly, but they're twice the size of his balls. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
would you happen to have them on you?
actually, I do. I'm pretty sure I've got them tied with twine.
Could I take a look?
Sure. I fucking pull out one of the nutsacks, because I do have these, because I took like 4 of
I know
them.
you did.
So yeah, I produce one of them and hand them to Bo and say, "Yeah, have you ever seen some shit like that?"
So as you're holding the testicle that was given to you, you've been around young dragons, and young dragons really don't, to your knowledge, have a scrotum or ball sack. And they are, quite large, about the size of an ostrich egg. And they are scaled, which is very odd. And green, like a pistachio green. And yeah,
Did they walk around like on four legs, or was it like a humanoid kind of creature, or was it like a beast?
They were humanoid, and when we would, they were humanoid. Like they took on the form of people that we knew. The governor in Kol Noctazi at some point was replaced with one of these things.
Hmm.
And
No.
you know, I'm not sure, he might have just been one of these things all along, but they're humanoid. The only other thing I could really tell you about them is whenever we kill one of them, if they're not frozen, they explode.
Hmm.
So I
Like
don't know how we got their
explode,
nuts, but
explode in
we got
like
them.
flames, or was it like they just shatter or something?
Just exploded
Into flames.
into flames. Okay, all right. Yeah, exploded into flames.
Well, I'll hand back the testicle. Say, you know, I know more. I know much more about beasts and animals, so I can't. I don't know how much I can tell you about a humanoid creature, a humanoid person, or whatever this is.
Okay, fair enough. And I put the testicle back in my sack.
As you do, you I need you both to make a perception check.
Okay.
Hey, also, when you have just a out of thing right now, when you have a proficiency on a skill, what does that do?
It just like it just like multiplies your like what your bonus would be about like 2 or something. So like that's like what like on D&D Beyond originally like my perception would be like 4, but because I have proficiency in it, it's 8. It's like a +8.
Oh,
So
okay, because
it
I
already is.
have +3 with a proficiency, so it already takes that into account.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. All right.
I got a
We are
19.
looking at 11 for me.
19?
Hmm.
Okay. So Balthazar is feeling a little good. You can tell he's kind of, enjoying his mead. But you, of course, given what you've gone through, however recent it was, you feel a set of eyes, at the very least, looking at you. And just watching. That feeling of just being watched.
Hmm. Can I like look around to see where if I can tell where it's coming from?
Sure. Do you look around obvious, or do you just kind of like, oh, hey, look over here, and just kind of scan the room?
Um, yeah, I'll scan the room.
Okay. So you just scan the room, and you see in the corner there is 3 guys looking at in your direction. Not too far from you, about maybe 15 feet away. But just staring at you, both hands on each person visible on the table. And they're kind of just hunched down, squinting their eyes, looking at you as they notice that you take notice of them. See one of them whispering to the other.
Hmm. Well, I'll lean over to Balthazar stealthily and be like, "There's some guys over there looking over in this direction."
Okay. All right. Good to know. Anything you're thinking we should do about these guys?
Could I like make a history check to see if I recognize them, or an insight
Sure,
check?
yeah. Yeah, you could history or insight, whichever one you want.
Insight for sure. Oh, 23. I'm rolling good right now.
God damn.
You recognize them as local bounty hunters. They've frequented the Adventurers Guild for the last month now, and you know them as bounty hunter. They've got the looks, they've got the armor that has been just kind of cobbled together from probably past bounties, but they all 3 are bounty hunters.
Well, it seems like they're a group of bounty hunters.
Okay, that may or may not be all right. I go ahead and can I do a check, either perception or insight or whatever it be, kind of see if I could, you know, figure out whether or not who they're staring at, if they're actually looking at Bo, or if they're looking at me.
Oh, they're looking at you.
Oh, they're looking at me. They're not looking at him.
No, they are focusing solely on you. He felt eyes looking at him, but they weren't looking at him, they were looking at you.
Okay. I kind of look at Bo. I'm like, well, don't make a big deal out of this just yet, but those 3 bounty hunters are definitely staring me the fuck down. So it might be. They might be coming after me for something. I'm not quite sure, but I got a slight idea it might have something to do with the human colonies. And as I say this, I kind of look at the bartender, trying not to draw attention to myself, and I go, "Hey, barkeep," and call him back over.
He walks over, each footfall is just loud as hell as he's stomping over towards you. Not angrily or anything, just he's walking very heavy.
Yes. How can I help you?
I look at him and I say, "Hey, say if I got 3 guys looking to come after me in this bar here, what would you be able to do to kind of keep them off my back while I leave?"
Where are they?
Yeah, I kind of tell him over in that corner and tell him, where they are to look at them.
He looks at them and looks at you, and
Well, most that'll happen.
he gets down to your level and kind of whispers this.
Most that'll happen is, say they attack you. They would be killed. All 3 of them. Because everybody in here knows that you don't bring problems into the guild. Let alone the tavern when we're all trying to have fun and just relax and blow some steam off. Are you
And
like a wanted man or something?
Not that I know of, but it seems like somebody's got a bounty out for me. And
He reaches into his vest and pulls out a roll of papers.
Well, let's find out, I guess.
He just has all the bounties.
Where are you from?
Iradian.
Oh, okay.
He starts thumbing through the papers and gets to the middle one.
Ray. Okay. What's your name?
Balthazar.
Ah, okay. Well, this isn't for you. Some fella named Thatzu.
He goes through it and keeps thumbing through the bounties.
Nope, that was it. Just one. So, they may not be here for you.
All right. Well, they're definitely here for somebody I know. So I appreciate the information. I toss him a 50 gold.
He grabs the 50 gold
Well, you just be careful.
and goes
All
back
right.
to the bar.
All right, and then I go ahead and I'm gonna. Because can I safely assume that I'm not going to get in trouble if I don't attack them first? So if they attack me first, they're the ones that are going to get the full force of whatever the hell they bring down on themselves.
It would be safe to assume that. It
Okay.
seems like the Adventurers Guild is more of neutral ground, like Switzerland.
All right, so I go over there. I look at Bo and I say, "Follow my lead." And I pick up my cask of mead. And I head over there. And I sit close to them without letting them know that I have kind of seen them. So I don't sit right fucking next to them. But I sit next to them and I start fucking throwing back, glasses of mead and cheers and Bo and just getting raucous and just, loud as shit over near them and trying to instigate something without actually attacking them.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution check.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be drinking this much because I feel like I know what's coming.
So you're gonna kind of just fake it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just throwing the drinks on the fucking...
He's throwing them behind him. He's like,
I'm
So am I
jumping on
making-
people around me.
Am I making a Constitution saving throw?
No, just a Constitution check.
I don't think there is a Constitution check, is there?
You just
On the top.
roll a d20 and then add your
Oh, it's the
Constitution
top.
modifier, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, my Constitution's fucked. Oh, boy. was that? Holy shit. Thank Jesus. That's going to be 19 plus 1 for 20.
All right,
Oh,
so
nice.
you're throwing these back, and your focus is just, I mean, you are focused more so than a laser would be. And it's like you're just drinking water at this point. It's not even affecting you. And as you're getting more loud and raucous, you hear one of them just kind of breathing, just getting irritated. Just shut the fuck up.
So, and I can hear him saying that.
You can. He's saying it under his breath, but he is saying it. You can hear it.
Okay. Is there anything I can tell about him that like his visual appearance that would like piss him off if I said some shit about it?
Yeah, he's got greasy hair and got a nice scar across his face that looks like a bear attacked him. One of the guys that's off to his left he's a bit chubby. You know, doesn't really look like he fits in the armor that would have fit him, 10 years ago. And the guy to the right, he's got that face of a weasel. You know the face. The face of like how you're like, oh, God, that guy's the weasel. Got the buck teeth and the weaselly face.
Okay, so I start singing. And I'm like, everybody join in. And I get loud as shit, and I just start singing. And I'm like, there once was a man who was attacked by a bear, a greasy fat man, attacked with his hair. Some shit, drunk as fuck, just making noise. I'm like, God, bucktooth fuck, and a greasy weaselly cunt. And that chubby fuck who doesn't look like he fits in his armor anymore. Just making some bullshit up. To just piss them off because they don't like that I'm loud, but now I'm calling them out. But
roll a performance check, please.
I'm thinly veiling it behind a story of a bear,
Roll a
some
performance
fat
check,
fucking
but
bear
roll it at
attacking these
advantage.
people. Okay.
Because that was pretty fucking funny.
Oh, thank God for that advantage. All right, that's going to be 19 plus 3, 22.
Alright, so as you're singing this poorly thought out song, and this poorly off-time song that you're, of course, playing up because you gotta give the appearance that you're just absolutely just blasted, people start joining in and singing with you. I don't know what the hell you're singing about. They're like, hey, tell us about his fucking armor and how it doesn't fit his fat ass. He's got greasy hair. Oh, man, at least his face is the face that a mother could love. And they're just hyping you up. You're just doing a fantastic job somehow, some way. And one of the guys stands up. It's the guy in the middle. He pushes the table over. The fuck is your problem?
Is it you talking to me? I'm just singing a song and having a good time with everyone.
You're
I don't
singing
understand.
a song, you're being a fucking problem, and you're being fucking annoying.
And which guy is this? Is this the greasy haired fuck?
No, it's the guy in the center who looks like he was attacked by a bear.
Hey, listen, don't get your fucking panties in a bunch just because a bear came... Because your fucking fat fuck friend with his armor that doesn't fit came across and swiped you with his fucking paw. Because it looked like he had honey on your fucking face.
You motherfucker. As he grabs his sword and goes to unsheath it, but stops. And he puts it back into his, puts it back in, and you're lucky, motherfucker. You're lucky you're here. When you leave, you better watch your fucking back. And he snaps his fingers and signals for his buddies to get up as you continue.
As he's doing this, can I trip him so that he falls into somebody else and starts a bar fight so we can escape?
Yes. Make a stealth check.
Oh, just like a straight stealth?
Just a straight stealth check.
I don't think we have that, do we?
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute.
that's
Stealth
fun.
is... Yeah, my bad. My bad. That's a skill. Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration for this one.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Come on, baby.
That
Oh,
inspiration has been sitting there for a long time.
was that two of the same fucking number? There's no fucking way. Oh, one was a 9. Well, I guess 9.
All right, so you as he signals to his comrades to let's get out of here. He takes a step and trips into one of the nearby people. He trips into him and knocks him over, and of course it's funnier than hell to you. And his comrade, however, saw it, grabs you by the scruff of your collar and lifts you up out of your seat. The fuck is wrong with you? You're not supposed to lay hands on people here.
I didn't lay hands on anybody. It seems like you're laying a hand on me.
I fucking
I call
saw
over
you.
to the bar. I call over to the barkeep and I shout. I'm like, "Barkeep, do you see what's going on over here?" And hope that the money I kept tossing his way, he's gonna back me up on them laying hands first.
Take it outside. I saw what happened with my own 2 eyes, and take it outside. I won't have your blood on my floor.
I kind of fucking mumble under my breath. What good that fucking was.
Well, I mean, you rolled a fucking 9. I mean, there was a lot of commotion over there, and everybody's paying attention, so...
Yeah, well, you know, things. Alright, so does he, like, drag me outside?
The guy has
what?
you by the scruff. I need you to make a strength check.
Okay. I am not good for, like, hand-to-hand combat at all. That is going to be a 12.
Alright, so you're trying to break free of his grasp.
Is this the fat one?
No, this is the Weasley-looking one. And as you're trying to break free of his grasp, he just pulls you towards him, holding you tight as he starts pushing you backwards on your heels towards the door. You fucking asshole, we're gonna take you outside, we're gonna beat some fucking respect into you, you understand that?
Oh, yeah?
Whoa.
Yeah, you're gonna beat some respect into me? Well, why are you eyeing me down at the end of the fucking bar, you cunt?
Fuck you, that's why.
Oh, fuck me?
Yeah,
fuck me,
you.
that's why?
Yeah, fuck you, that's why, asshole.
As
He
he's
keeps
pushing me
pushing
out
you,
the door,
yes, he
hold on,
keeps
as he's
pushing.
pushing me out the door, I reach down and start furiously jacking his fucking cock to distract him and, like, surprise him so that I could break free.
So you, Jesus Christ. So you go to grab a handful of dick and you grab a handful of metal cock piece. You tried to go after the one guy that's got a metal cock piece on it.
I look at him as my hand's on his fucking cock piece, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh shit, he keeps pushing you. He kind of gets an idea of what you're trying to do. You're getting closer to the door. I want you to make one more strength check.
Probably should have saved my inspiration for this, huh?
3.
It's a 13. That's not any fucking better.
Alright, so as he's pushing you, you finally get your wherewithal and dig your heel down, get your balance back, and you stop him dead in his tracks. And he's not able to, he's pushing, but he's not able to move you.
Okay, can I break free from his grip?
Sure, if you want to, you can break free easily. It's almost as if he used up all of his strength pushing you that fucking distance.
And do I have a torch on me?
I don't think so. I think you used all your torches in the fucking first was at the Temple of the Firstborn. He had like 3 torches that you used up.
Okay. Is there a torch on the wall?
Yeah, there's several torches on the walls. Not really
Okay.
any within reach.
So no, but like if I moved, would they be in reach?
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to move at least, 10 to 20 feet for them to be within reach. This is a very big,
Okay.
big, task.
Do I look over to Bo? If I look over towards Bo, is he near a torch that he could throw to me?
We'll say, yeah, he's within 5 feet of a torch. But he'd have to
Okay.
toss that torch about 30 feet.
Oh, I mean, I'm ready to try
Hey.
this. So I break free from the guy, and I look to the nearest table, grab a drink off of the table, and with the drink in my hand, I yell out, "Bo, throw me a torch!"
Roll before he attempts to throw this torch. Drink you grab. Want you to roll an investigation on that drink. I think I know where you're going with it.
An investigation on this drink?
Yeah. I think I know where you're going with this drink.
Okay.
I don't think this is a good idea.
This might be bad. Hold on. Investigation.
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, no, 15.
Okay, so you grab this mug, a cup of liquid, and as you do, you drag it across the bottom of your nose so that you can kind of get a nice sniff of it, because most, water-based liquors aren't that flammable. This one, however, is not water-based. This is not a beer, this is not an ale. This is something that smells like it belongs in the furnaces of a forge. This is something called firewater. So, continue.
Okay, and I yell out to Bo, throw me a torch, quick.
Okay, I'll do it. Well, I don't know. Would I be able to? I could cast find a familiar and like an owl and have the torch be brought over by the owl. Maybe would I have time to do that?
Is find familiar instant?
Um. Let me see. Because I get it through. I don't get it. I don't have like the spell. I get it through like a special thing. Oh. Oh wait. Actually, I think technically no, but I think. I can. Okay, so it's through the Wild Companion feature. As an action, you can expend a use of your Wild Shape feature to cast the Find Familiar spell without material components. So and Wild Shape is instant. So, but Find Familiar is supposed to be an hour.
It takes an hour to summon or to cast it.
That's what it says.
Oh fuck! We don't have time for that.
So as you go to cast the Find Familiar,
I don't.
This guy
whoa!
I
was like, whoa! Wait, he hasn't fully thought this through yet.
I know. I'm just.
It's not technically the spell. It's like through this other feature. So I don't know if it has like a quickened thing. If not, I have other spells I can do. Huh. Let's see.
As Bo stands there with his thumb holding his chin as he thinks and ponders upon his spell, the guy that Balthazar is about to probably throw have the alcohol thrown in his face, starts wailing on Balthazar in the meantime.
Is he really?
No, I'm just.
Oh fuck! I was gonna say because I'll cast a cantrip if I got to.
Balthazar's like, Bo, quickly! Oh.
Well, I mean, if the arc
could.
of this fucking
I could do
throw.
this.
Okay, I'll just grab it and throw it because I don't think my spell is going to be a good use right now.
Okay, so I need you to make a strength check. See if you can lob that some bitch 30 feet.
Okay, I have a -1 to strength, so let's see how this goes.
Oh fuck! How are you a cowboy with -1 strength? God damn it!
I'm not like I don't do melee. I'm a summoner.
Ah shit!
Okay,
Can
14.
you summon me a torch?
No,
Damn.
14.
All right, so you just you grab this torch off the wall and you throw it as hard as you can. And I mean, you throw it as hard as you fucking possibly ever could in your life because you know that it's a hell of a distance. Oh, torch goes flying and it's like time stands still as it just goes end over end. You see one of the guys, one of the bounty hunters, reach up, try to swipe at it, but he misses. And granted, Bo didn't throw the torch hard enough. It ends up sliding just to your feet, Balthazar.
Okay, I have broken out of this man's grasp. I dip down, pick up the torch, and then on the way back up, I take a swig of a big swig of this fire water, hold it in my mouth, and as I get back up to eye level with this guy, I blow the fire water towards the torch, blowing it over the tops of people's heads, but not enough to hit the ceiling or any of the wood, and just use it as a distraction and a performance to get the other people like, oh, and then a distraction is they're like, oh, fuck, fire, and then try to fucking book it out the door while they're distracted.
Okay. So the guy that was holding you, as you blow the fire water into the flame, creating a flame, he ducks down just from the heat alone, covering his face, trying to protect himself. Everyone else in the room's like, "Oh, whoa!" And yeah, you can dip out, leaving your new friend Bo there by himself.
But as
Well,
I'm
you know,
sprint,
I'll
as
run
I'm
out too.
sprinting out the door, I'm kind of assuming he's going to follow behind me, just in my own head, character-wise, is what I'm thinking. And as I sprint out the door, I yell to the barkeep. I'm like, "I never got your name."
Oh, he's distracted by the fire that he thought that was gonna burn his place down.
No, well, I guess I'm like, I guess I won't get it either. As I fucking trail out the fucking door,
I guess I'll
running
run after
away
him.
All
and
right,
down
now,
the street.
let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll say you just charge through, and anybody that's kind of in your way, you're just running, kind of not running into them, but kind of running next to them and making yourself skinny to squeeze through them and make it out. As you do, you close the door behind you, and you see Balthazar like scurrying off.
Hmm. Well, I guess I'll just follow him. I don't know where he's going, but I'll follow
I should
until
probably
I can catch
mention
up to
I'm
him.
headed. I'm headed towards the ship, but not necessarily getting onto it yet. Heading towards the ship, but looking for a spot. While I'm running, I'm kind of looking for a spot to like dip down and get out of view.
So as you see Balthazar just scurrying, running towards where the airship docks are, you see him stop and jump into like a nearby bush and just hide there. Doesn't move. He just stays there, out of sight.
Uh, well, I guess I'll duck into the bush as well, and be like, "So what do we do now?"
Well, now, my friend, we wait. And I say, I've actually got a I've actually got an idea. And I kind of like look at him through the bush. And I'm like, here, come here, down this way. And we go into like a side alley away from prying eyes. And I kind of back him up, and I'm like, kind of doing like the camera thing with my fingers. I'm making like a box and like framing his face. I'm like, yeah, this'll do.
What?
And I reach into my bag and I grab my disguise kit and I
Okay.
start to disguise myself as Bo. And I'm going to disguise myself as his twin, Jangles.
Uh,
Shit.
You just pick up on that?
Yeah, I picked up on it pretty damn quick when you said jangles. That's good. Okay, so Bo, in almost this blinding speed, you see Balthazar open up his pack, throw down a chest, reach in there, and just start throwing clothes on. And somehow, some way, he looks damn near identical to you. Damn near. Aside from a couple, features like the eyes, the hair, but other than that, he looks damn near identical somehow.
well,
Almost
I
as
mean,
if it
I'll
was
tell him.
magic.
Well, I'll tell him, damn, you look good.
Well, thank you. I try. Yeah, I'm gonna put on a really shitty accent like this. Well, thank you. I try my best. Now, if those son of the bitches start coming around here looking for Balthazar, they ain't gonna find him. All they gonna find is a twin duo Bo and Jangles. That's who they gonna find. Now, I do have a safe passage to this ship over here if we want to hop on it, or you got any other ideas we could peruse while we're around here?
Do we need to find a place to stay the night? Out of character.
Yes.
We can't just like stay on the ship.
No.
Okay.
The ship is.
Would I?
You guys wouldn't know which ship it is yet, and
Okay.
on top of
Oh,
that,
because he's getting the ship.
yeah,
that's
he's
right.
getting a different ship. Yes.
Okay. Do I know a place nearby where we can go and stay then?
Stay at the Adventurers Guild.
Are you shitting me? I gotta walk back in there. That's
Is there any
hilarious.
other? Is there any other place?
So the Adventurers Guild like I said, it's a huge building. It's broken up into different areas. It's almost like a large, house, but a very small keep. You've got the bar that you guys were just in. The upstairs area is the inn area of the tavern / Adventurers Guild. The southern area of the building is where the Adventurers Guild Master is. And on the eastern wing of everything, it is a portal to different realms. That
Did
is
we get a
what
portal
you know.
to different realms?
There's a portal to different realms, but you need to know where you're going.
I gotta hold it in my heart, like one of those things.
Kinda, and have to have something from that place. It's kind of like the plane shift spell, except it doesn't require a fucking tuning fork from, from the plane. It requires an item at least, at the very least.
Oh, so it's a plane. So like I couldn't go back to Irradian using like pocket
No.
sand. Okay. Okay. Well, damn, that sucks.
And with that, we're gonna take a break. And yeah, everybody eat something. Laugh at the fact about Balthazar had the funniest fucking accent. He's like, well, my name's Jangles.
Goddamn right, my name's Jangles. No. We're not gonna like him. But it's gonna take us a really, really long time for us to be nice to him.
Alright, so we'll be back in a little bit, and yeah, you guys do what you gotta do.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab some foods then. Okay. All right, well, that's good to know. Good thing I'm not Bo. It's a good thing I'm Jangles. That's fantastic. But, all right, we ready to hop back into I might have to step out and grab some food real quick later, but we're good to hop back on.
Hey, you guys are. I mean, as far as I know, you guys are ready. Except I think cats are still eating.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
here.
are you still eating?
I'm here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
we're all
Caster's
ready?
here. I
think so.
suppose.
All right. Well, let's get back into it then. So you guys are in an alley. You now, Bo. You see Balthazar dressed up to a T, exactly like you, and he's putting on a strange accent. It's not unfamiliar, but it's just strange to see somebody forcing it. And yeah, he presents himself as Jangles to you. You guys are not too far from the docks. It's about, I'd say it's about 3:30, 3:30, or 3:45 in the afternoon.
Oh, so it's only about an hour and 45.
Yeah, it hasn't been too long.
All right, Bo. Well, what we gonna do for the rest of the day here? Got to find a place to hold up for later on, but I think we could still scroll around here looking for some stuff.
Well, I mean, what do you have in mind?
Well, it appears to me that in the process of taking off my clothes there, I am still wearing clothes that I had made for me by a tailor that specializes in dwarf wear. So I think I need to get me something that's going to fit a normal sized person.
Hmm.
Know any good tailors around this area?
Would
Yes, you
I?
do. You know that there
Yeah.
is a tailor not too far up the road.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll head over there then. I'll lead him to it.
Okay, so you guys are walking. You roll a perception check for me, Bo.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, 21.
Okay.
Damn.
Bo, do you have spurs on your boots?
No.
Any chance? Do you have anything that jingles?
Or Jangles.
Jingles.
Or perhaps Jangles.
Um, I mean, not that I know of, unless it's something like in my backpack. But I feel
Okay.
like that's hard to kind of.
So, as you guys are walking, you're walking in front of Balthazar leading the way, or sorry, Jangles leading the way, and you just hear this thing that just keeps jingling and jangling behind you. And as you turn around to look, you see Jangles with his hands like it is kind of in his pockets, and he's walking like he just got off riding a horse, like really hamming up the performance that he's a cowboy kind of deal, as he's just like side walking, throwing one leg out there in front of the other, and just you just hear something jingling on this man. you, you guys just keep walking, and you guys finally get to the clothing store.
What is jingling?
What do you mean? What is jingling, by the way, out of character here? Because I don't remember anything jingling.
What do you got the jingles? You got a set of keys or something tucked somewhere?
Yeah, but that's a wooden key.
We'll say it's your money. We'll say it's your money that you're kind of shaking your leg to make it sound like spurs that jingle when you walk.
Well, I think I need something that does the spurs. You know what I mean? So I've been shaking my thigh where my money pouch is strapped to. I got my coin purse strapped to my thigh because I hear when you go into the big cities, because I ain't from around them big cities. Me and you, we grew up on a ranch. So I heard you strap it to your thigh, and then they have a harder time taking it. So every time I take a step, I shake it so it sounds like spurs.
Okay. I
And I
guess we'll
go,
just
I
go
take
into
another
the.
step. I'm doing terrible jangling. Shoo-ka-chink. That doesn't even fucking sound like a jangle.
This makes a
I mean, here,
joke.
All right, hold up.
I've got enough coins to stick in a sock. If that would work.
He's gonna beat you with it.
Beat me with a coin purse. All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
So I'm gonna assume you guys, Bo, I'm gonna assume that you guys walk into the clothing store.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into the clothing store. Balthazar still walking, over accentuating the cowboy walk, so to speak. And you're greeted by the shopkeep. She looks up at you and smiles. Anything I can help you with today?
Well, I think my twin brother here needed some clothes.
No twin, you say? Oh wow, he is a spitting image of you. Wow, I've never seen a twin.
Well, that's right. Name's Jangles. This here is my brother Bo.
Oh, well, that's a very interesting name. So, how can I help you today?
Well, I'd like to. Well, get something normal clothing, like it's properly sized for a man of my stature.
But I'm confused. Your clothing fits you well. It looks good on you.
Well, I do appreciate that, but I very much would like another set of clothing, in case I get dirty and all.
Ah, okay. What were you in the market for?
Well, you got any robes?
I believe we do, yes.
Any of the magic kind, maybe as well.
Roll a persuasion.
Well, I mean, persuasion. Okay. Maybe Jangles you want to as well. I don't know.
Nope.
Oh,
just you.
okay, 18.
I was about to say just you because you brought it up. She looks at you,
18.
kind of. Her eyes kind of scan the room. Maybe I too. How's the money situation, fellows?
And I shake my leg. I shake my leg to jingle the coin purse strapped to my thigh, and I say, "Well, fucking jingle, because I can't do the sound
My
effect." But I'm like,
phone's dying.
"Well, how's that sound right there? Does that sound like it might be enough for you, ma'am?"
It sounds like it's quite a bit, so give me 2 moments. You said a robe, right?
The magical variety. Damn right I did, miss. Excuse my French. Or excuse my Elvish.
So she walks from behind the counter, goes to the door and locks it, draws the curtain down from the window, and goes into the back of the shop. You hear her rustling around through some boxes and whatnot, and she comes out with a couple of boxes. And she opens up the first one and lifts this robe out and gives snaps it, clearing it of the dust. And it's a black robe that shimmers. And it shimmers almost as if it's like water. But it's obviously not water. I have this one. This one's the robe of silence. So I'm told. I've never tried to wear it, so I'm a bit skeptical.
Well, what? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I got distracted. Well, What's this here robe of silence do?
I don't
Like
know.
I walk and I'm quiet.
I don't know. You can try it on if you'd like.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
holds
I
she
think
holds
I
it out.
will.
She holds it out and opens it. No, I'm not responsible for anything bad that happens to you though. Just so we're clear.
Okay.
Do you still
That was
put
a
it
bit
on?
weird. Um, can I I look at her? Is there any can I discern if she's trying to do me any ill will on purpose?
No. You look at her, she's genuinely curious as to what the robe actually does. She knows the name, but she's stated she doesn't know exactly what it does.
Okay, I throw it on me.
She lets go, and as you put it on, you feel a nice cool draft, but you're not invisible. You're looking around. Do you speak?
Mm, ma'am, I don't understand. I don't think this robe's doing nothing.
That's strange. Um, it is called the Robe of Silence, so I can still hear you. So maybe that one's a dud.
Well, let me try something, miss. And I start just fucking running in place, trying to make as much noise with my feet as possible.
As you're running in place, you are making a lot of noise. It, to you, it would almost seem like you're making more noise than normal.
Can you cast silence?
Is the hood down?
The hood is down, yes.
All right, can I put the hood up
You
and
put the
see if
hood
that
up,
makes a difference?
and you now have a hood on.
Okay, I tried doing all the same shit. Does it make a difference?
It doesn't make any difference.
Say back to her. Well, ma'am, it looks like this robe ain't doing nothing for me.
Well, it looks fantastic on you. I love the way that it shines.
Well, how much would you want for this one? Seeing as how it ain't magical or nothing.
Well, seeing as it's not magical, I would easily part with it for, say, 900 gold.
Well, hot damn. That's a little bit outside my price range there. Now, well, shit. I take off the robe. Ma'am, I don't think I'm gonna be able to purchase this from you today.
Okay. So she grabs it, puts it back in the box, puts the box down to the side, and opens up the next box, and pulls out this red velvety robe with a collar that is, frilled way out there. Looks like a Doctor Strange cape, but it's a robe. And this one is called the Robes of Divination.
Ma'am, if you would be so kind as to explain to me what divination is. I'm not too big on book learning and fancy words and such.
So, supposedly, of course, I haven't tried this out. Supposedly, you can divine the future. Whether it's now, later on, way in the future, I don't know. All I know is that you will be able to supposedly see the future.
Well, I guess we should try it on then, ma'am.
Okay. So she opens it up for you and waits for you to put it back on, or put it on.
And throw my arms into it and put it on all real nice like.
You throw it on and you just kind of, you know, flap your arms a bit, getting comfortable in it. It's silky smooth, but it's a bit stiff in the arms. And you're hit with a vision instantly. You're on your knees in the middle of a meadow. It's dark. And you just have the feeling of just pure terror. And you snap right back out of it.
Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. What was it? You just were standing there.
Shit, I done had a vision. It's like a porcupine crossing the road after Labor Day. I was sitting on my knees in a dark meadow. I was just so scared. Terrified, one would say.
That sounds horrifying. But it works, apparently, so... This one is going to be 1,500 gold.
Alright, before I pull the trigger on this one, because it does seem to be working, you got any other robes any other magical robes?
Sure, I have one more. She holds her hands out for the robe that you just had.
I'd take it off and hand it back to her.
She puts it off to the side, just on the counter, and opens up the third and final box and pulls out a very elegant-looking robe. Something you'd see at like a fancy dinner party that wizards would wear. And she opens it up. This one doesn't have a name, unfortunately. And again, no idea what it does because I'm too afraid to put it on.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you got me as a guinea pig today, miss. I'll put this one on.
Okay, so you put it on and you stand there, and Bo, as you're watching him stand there, you see the bottom of the robe begin billowing, as well as the sleeves start billowing around. And the collar kind of billows, as though there's a breeze in the room. Except there is no breeze.
Interesting.
Very fancy with that robe.
Do I notice this? Do I notice it billowing as well?
Yes, it's billowing. It's very obvious that it is billowing. You notice it, she notices it.
Right, I tried jumping to see if I could fly.
You jump and fall right back down to your feet.
Okay.
Nothing has changed.
Well, miss, it looks like it's not a cape of flight. If you know what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, I don't really understand exactly what this does here. I might not be able... Would this be the same 900 gold as that broken magical robe?
No, I mean, it's not broken. It's just we don't know what it does. It appears to billow. It could be a robe of billowing.
Well, miss, no offense here, but robe of billowing ain't gonna do me too good unless I'm at a fancy dinner party. And, well, me, I ain't known too much for fancy dinner parties and such.
Well, that's unfortunate, but the robe of divination you seem to enjoy, or at the very least were interested in.
Yeah, that robe of divination. I don't know. That's the only one that gave me something kind of take a look at. So might have to pick that one up.
Okay.
Let me check my gold purse here. And before I go ahead and pick that up, is there anything in the back room you might have?
Like what?
I don't know. Any more robes in the back room that may be kind of hidden away, even more hidden than these ones?
Well, unfortunately, the robes are not my biggest seller. We have just your regular silk robes and, of course, your regular non-silk robes. These are special ones.
I was gonna ask maybe if you had any like jewelry, specifically non-metal jewelry that was magic.
Specifically non-metal?
Yeah, with druid.
Unfortunately, I don't carry jewelry. But you may want to go speak with the armorer. He sells armors. He sells jewelry.
Hmm. Okay.
And also, if you tell him that Lisa sent you, he may cut you in on a deal.
Oh. Okay.
So, the robe of divination, 1,200 gold, correct?
So, did she say 1,200?
1,200, yes.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel like it's not worth the 1,500 she quoted, obviously. But give me a second here.
Oh,
'cause
did
I'm
I
looking.
think 15?
You did, but now
Oh.
it's a bargaining. Now it's bargaining. It's canon. Hold on, because I'm trying to think. Right, just trying to act
Undercut
like I
herself?
didn't hear that. I got a feature of researcher. When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. So does that mean could I like research the fucking unknown robe or some shit?
If you wanted to, sure.
Okay, I don't think that's I think I could just do that.
Yeah.
Can I do that? Can you tell me anything about it, or do I gotta go find?
You gotta go find somebody who may know. She
Okay.
knows, but I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's a read it again.
So when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Usually
So
the info is from a library, scriptorium, university, or a sage, or another
so
learned.
the robe is not lore; it's an item. But yeah, lore is like information, legends, that kind of stuff.
Oh, so I could have been like learning about information that we need. Oh shit! Hold on, I could technically use that for the um our notes, right? The letters.
Those.
I mean, obviously, there's restrictions on this. It says your DM might rule that the knowledge you seek is secreted away in an almost inaccessible place, or it simply cannot be found.
Well,
So,
the thing is like a scribbled note, like like not too long ago. It's kind of hard, but if you're like, oh, there's this
who is this
story that
soul?
I heard. Hmm?
Like, I could basically be like, who's this god of souls?
That's something.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll come back to that later.
Okay.
I don't want to throw this off on
We definitely
shit.
could go back to that later. But
All right. I don't know if I really want the divination robe. It kind of fucking sucks, but I will take it for $1,200 or
okay,
1,200 gold.
okay. Would you like me to box it up for you?
I'm paying 1,200. Oh shit. Well, I'm paying $1,200, ma'am. So I do think I would require some sort of receptacle for its transportation.
You have not a problem. You have it. She goes into the back and comes back with a box, much nicer, cleaner box than what the robe was packed away in, and she folds it up very tenderly and caringly and makes sure not to leave any creases in it and lays it into the box, closes the box, and hands it to you while waiting for payment.
Okay. And I reach down to my thigh to go grab the coin purse, and I pull out my dagger and stab her in the throat. No, I'm
I was
fine.
like, damn, really?
Oh, well, saying, well, miss, I don't think I'll be paying for nothing. No, I reached down to my coin purse, pulled out 1,200, and hand her the gold.
She takes the gold and puts it away in a little box and all right, well, you have yourself a wonderful day. And she grabs your hand before you guys turn and leave, and she looks at you, Balthazar. Looking into the future, is dangerous. Be careful how far into the future you do look. And she lets go of your hand.
I will, miss. And I tip my head to her because I don't know. Does Bo have? Did he have a cowboy hat?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Okay. So I say, I will, ma'am. I will, ma'am. And I tip my fucking hat. I say, a tip.
As you tip your hat, somehow, some way, there's a weird sound in the distance. This like in every old western. I shall, ma'am. So
I thought you were doing the mysterious stranger from Fallout.
no, that is a good one though.
Oh wait, his name is Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
So I'm
Yeah.
Jangles Peep.
You are
I
Jangles
guess so.
Peep. His name
That's
is Bo
fantastic.
Peep, and you are Jangles Peep. So where to?
The armorer for jewelry.
Okay, so you go out the door, and you guys are walking. People are still walking around the town, kind of just still enjoying life and being happy, but there's not as many people. You guys walk to the armorer, and you see some of his work in the windows. And you guys walk in, and you see this very heavy set man who is a halfling, but for a halfling, good God, he let himself go. And he's just sitting there in a chair, rocking back and forth.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe some jewelry, some possibly magical jewelry that maybe, hopefully, is non-metal as well. Maybe made out of like bone or some other non-metal material.
He looks at you, his eyes kind of drooping.
Yeah, I might have something like that.
What were you looking for that was
magical.
Well, any sort of like rings or maybe a necklace or amulet or
Ah, ah. Meant like the spell. What spell?
oh,
If is there a particular spell that you're looking for?
No, no, I don't think so.
Okay, okay. Give me a second.
He leans forward and you see him struggle to stand up and he sits back down.
Been working the leather for too long today. I'm real tired. Boy! Boy!
He yells for a boy, and this halfling young man comes down the stairs. Yes, father.
I need you to help this young man. We're getting some kind of non-metal magical jewelry. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go help him. Help him.
Boy walks up and he comes to just about like your thigh. Okay, did you want bone, stone, gems, or perhaps something woody?
Wood would be good, but like just anything. Because I
Okay.
feel like it's pretty limited, being an armor, shop and selling non-metal material stuff.
Well, the thing is that we have magical stuff, but a lot of it is metal. Um, Now I understand that in today's fashion world, we have to make sure that we have the right accessories that goes with our outfit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have. He starts sizing you up. Hmm. How do you feel about shark teeth?
Sure.
Yes? Okay, perfect. He runs into the back. You see the guy that's running the store just staring at you, drool coming down the sides of his jowls as he just stares at, like, almost through you.
Ugh.
The boy runs back out with a box. Okay, so I have a shark tooth necklace. And he holds it out to you. He goes, now, don't know if the thing, the wire holding the necklace is actually metal. Are you not allowed to touch metal?
I mean, I can touch metal. I think I just, it's kind of avoidable, maybe you just want to avoid it. Maybe if we could replace the wire with maybe like a leather kind of like strap almost that I could wear instead.
You got it. I will make an exception for you. So, this shark tooth necklace. You hear that in the background. Shark tooth necklace is it helps you breathe underwater. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, when am I gonna be out of water? Well, or in water. I'm so sorry. My words got twisted up. I'm so excited. So, you're probably wondering, when am I ever going to be in water and need to breathe in the water? Well, let me tell you, not only does it help you breathe in the water, but it helps you swim in the water. Very fast. Almost as though you're a shark.
Well, I can already wild shape into a swimming creature, so I feel like I'm good.
My mistake. You know what? That was my mistake. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to offend you. Let me see. And he starts rooting through the box even more and pulls out a ring, and it is made out of complete bone.
Oh,
How
okay.
about this one? Does that one look good?
I mean, it looks good, but what's it do?
So, now, he looks around, looks back at the fat fuck. Supposedly, if you take a scale of a dragon and attach it to the ring, you see right here where it looks like it has teeth, almost like a claw. Attach the scale in there, and you will be able to breathe way deep.
That would be useful. What? Okay, I want to keep that in mind, but is there any other options?
Sir, I have plenty. So he pulls out what appears to be just a simple piece of stone. It's interesting looking. It's just a long piece of stone. This one, it's an accessory. However, I never got around to creating the necklace for it. It's, do you know what golems are?
Yeah.
Cool. This is off of a golem. And what it does is when you wear it, it makes you strong like they are. Or it summons one. You know, I'm actually confused as to which it does now. I mean, either sounds cool though, doesn't it?
Yeah, would we be able to test it somehow right now? Because,
No.
One of those... Oh,
We do not want to test it here.
okay.
I will give you a discount on this one though, because my mistake, I do apologize. I know for my negligence and knowledge, I will get beaten tonight. But I still want to make a sale, so I will give you a discount on this rock. So he starts digging. He starts digging around some more before you can even say what you're gonna say, and he pulls out a wooden You ever seen those rings that metalheads wear, where it looks like a claw, but it's on their finger and it just moves? It's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls out one of those, but it's wood. This is the finger of a treant. Ooh, I just realized something. Are treants your friends?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Never mind. I do apologize for the offense that I may have
And I
caused.
can I overhear this
You
conversation?
hear every word. You're with them.
And I kind of speak up and I go, well, hold on now. What does that piece of jewelry do there, if you don't mind me asking? I ain't no druid like my twin brother here.
For you,
So,
it does nothing.
oh,
This is all druids only. I do apologize. I know that I will be punished greatly and beaten with a
what would
stick.
it do?
So, he's very nervous talking to you about this. So when you wear it, you have the ability to loose vines from your finger, like a whip, almost. Like
that's
a,
fucking cool.
but these vines have thorns. And granted, I understand that he could have been your friend, so to not cause any further embarrassment, I'll just put it away, okay?
Okay. Wait, so like, would you say that like the essence or like the dryad that it's like from, is it like kind of like inside of it still? Because like I feel like my character would want to like free the dryad somehow.
Are you asking
If
me, the
that's
DM, or asking him the...
kind of both.
So, the shopkeeper wouldn't know.
Okay.
He, he just knows what it's from. He knows that it's from a tree end.
Okay.
And, however, if you have knowledge of, the essences being in, it's still in there, like from lore and shit like that, then yeah, it would still be there.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
So he kind of perks up a bit. Oh, okay. So he puts it down. He goes, all right, I have one more. One more. Are you ready?
Okay.
He reaches in and he pulls out what looks to be a piece of obsidian. And the obsidian is in the shape of a ring. And on that ring, it looks like there's a ball of possibly... it looks metal, but it's not. It's just glowing. Like a hot metal ball.
Okay.
Now this one is my favorite. When you put it on, you are almost fireproof.
Almost fireproof.
Almost fireproof. My father over there, we tested it. Tried and true. I survived. I was only, recuperating for half a week.
So you would say it would be like fire resistance?
Yeah, I would say fire resistant, yes. I mean, that molten metal that was thrown on me did burn, but it didn't burn as bad as I thought.
Okay. Okay, so these last like 3 options, how expensive would you say they all were?
Well, the ring definitely is, bordering 2,000 gold with the ring. But that's because, this was tried and true. The figure of the treant, because I upset you, like I said, I would give you a discount. Or no, I didn't say I would give you a discount. I said I'd give you a discount on the rock thing. But for the treant thing, I will still give you a discount. Let's say 900 gold. And for the rock thing, 500.
Okay. I want to take the treant ring and the golem stone.
Okay. So add those to your thing, and...
Okay.
No, what were you gonna say?
The like golem stone thing, is it like is it literally just like a stone, or could I like have it be put like figure like put to like an amulet or something where like it is what's like dropped, kind of, like what it's like connected to.
You could put it, like to an amulet. You'll want to try to keep the shape, just in
Yeah.
case. That way it doesn't, you don't accidentally damage it or anything like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, you could put it to an amulet.
Okay. Could they do that here?
Oh, of course, of course. He snatches it out of your hands and runs into the back real fast. And you still got the shopkeeper looking at you. The white spit just dripping down his chin as he stares at you.
If that boy wouldn't have made the sale, I'd have beaten him harder.
Oh.
So, good for you.
Boy runs back out, and he has a piece of leather wrapped around the stone several times. Sorry it's ugly, but normally I would use metal, but I understand.
Mhm.
Here you go. He hands it to
Okay.
you. And it's secured. It's not going to fall out
Yeah.
or anything.
Well, I'm gonna put the ring with the treant ring. I'm gonna put that like in one of my pockets, and I'm gonna put the amulet around my neck.
All right. So you put the ring in your pocket and the amulet around your neck, and you feel no different. You just feel normal, except your neck's a bit heavy because it is a big, decent chunk of rock, about the size of a baseball, but lengthwise. Is there anything I could help you with anymore? What about you, good sir, back there? Wow, you guys look almost identical.
Well, yeah, that's because we're twins. See, my name's Jangles, and that there's my brother Bo, my twin brother Bo.
Wonderful. So, is there anything else I can help you with? Oh,
Did you say Bo or both?
I said Bo.
Oh. Oh, okay. No. Django, did you have anything?
Well, actually, I'd like to inquire if you've got any magical items for a rogue.
A rogue. A rogue. What's a rogue?
Like a. Oh, is that not like a well-known thing?
It's just one of those things where it's a class, and you could say like a thief or an assassin, that kind of thing. But it's kind of just like you don't say like, oh hey, you got anything for like a fighter? Barbarian's a bit different, but.
All right. So I ask him. I go, well, you got anything that would help with being sneaky?
He ponders on it for a minute. I don't think so. Let me go in the back and look. He walks to the back, like very slow. There is no, urgency in his step. He's deep in thought. The father's still looking at you.
How deep's your pockets?
I look over at the father and I go, well, I got a bit of chunk of change. So how deep my pockets need to be?
Is we quite deep? The leather stuck in my throat.
All right, out of game, I really want to just fucking kill this guy. Like, I don't know why.
Really?
I really kind of want to fucking murder this guy for some reason. Which is kind of annoying. It's with this coughing and shit and not doing nothing. But, then I'd have to feel like I gotta kill the son too. Or maybe we make it look like an accident and we free the son from this fucking him getting beat, I'll think on it.
I was about to say, why are you talking to me about it? I'd be talking with
No,
Bo.
I'm bouncing fucking ideas off of my own head.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I probably should include Bo on this because I'm not gonna get us into a fucking combat situation where we both die over a fucking shopkeeper.
I mean, you kind of almost did that earlier.
It wasn't a full on. I was trying to get them murdered, but didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. So I'll try to abstain from doing some shit like that again.
How deep's your pockets? We're talking deep. We want deep. I want deep pockets. 3,000 gold.
3,000 gold for what? I haven't even seen any product yet.
3,000 gold. Do you got it?
Oh, I got it.
Put it on the table. Let me see.
Get the hell out of here. I ain't trust nobody
I don't
with
trust.
my money on a table like that.
I don't trust you either.
What you mean you don't trust me? You been sitting over there choking on your own fucking ketchup, you fat fuck.
I'll have you know. I don't know what ketchup is, but it sounds like a euphemism for my race. We are not ketchups. We are halflings. Halflings.
Yeah, well, you look about 2 half sides of beef away from a heart attack.
Put the gold on the table, and I'll have my boy bring out what I want to show you. You son of a bitch.
All right, but I'm gonna be watching you. I take out 3,000 gold and kind of look over at Bo. Kind of give him a look, kind of signaling like, be ready in case they try to pull some fuck shit.
Okay.
And I take the 3,000 gold out and put it on the counter. Look over at the shopkeeper and I say, now, you can take a look here. Have your boy counted up. That's 3,000 gold pieces right there. I'm intrigued. This better be good, whatever you got. Making me take money out of my coin purse before I even seen nothing.
Boy. Boy. Bring it in.
You see the boy walk out from the back, and he's holding up what appears to be a set of armor. The leather is black, and around the neck is what appears to be bird feathers, and a nice black cape down the back. And he lays it down.
There. That's the armor of Eve. Back when I was an adventurer, I found it.
You said it's the armor of what now?
Eve.
Eve?
Eve.
Evil? Like evil? Armor of evil?
No. He said the armor of Eve.
Eve like evening Eve? Like it's a summer's Eve?
Sure, except remove summer and replace the word Eve with a woman, a goddess.
Like an Eve is in like a definitely changed up my accent there a little bit, but you mean to tell me like Eve?
Roll a persuasion or performance check.
Oh fuck! I shouldn't even mention that. It's 17 plus 3.
Shit. All right. So, and that was at advantage.
At advantage? Oh, I didn't roll for advantage.
Roll for advantage.
That's 12 plus 3, 15. So whatever what did I say the last one
17.
was?
17 plus 3.
17 plus 3, so 20. Yeah, we'll go with 20.
So the boy's kind of confused, and he looks at his dad, and his dad,
What the fuck are you looking at? Explain to him who Eve is.
well, good sir, Eve was a person, but is a god, and she's the mother of the hunt, and this is the honor that was bestowed to her people, her followers.
All right, so you mean the followers of Eve. Now, what does it do?
So, apparently, when you wear it, now, I'm not a follower of Eve, neither is my father, so we could not wear it. However, when you would wear it, and you were a follower of hers, you could move very quickly. So quickly, in fact, you looked like a blur. And of course, you were hidden very easily. It was hard playing hide and seek, from what I've heard with people that wore these arms. Sad day though, they got all eradicated. All killed. It's a sad day. But
So what you're telling me is that for this, I need to be a follower of Eve, and I need to be a follower of Eve to wear it, and then I can move really fast and be good at hide and seek for 3,000 gold pieces. Is that what you're saying? Or I gotta ask your dad so he can beat the shit out you later.
Answer the man.
He starts reaching down and grabbing a stick, getting ready to beat the child. I don't know. I'm not a follower of Eve, but, I believe so. I mean, you move fast and you can tuck away in the shadows pretty quickly and pretty easily. And he picks up the armor and gives it a tap. Now, it is leather armor, but as he's tapping on the chest, it sounds almost as though it's like metal. Like, it's dense.
Well, hot damn. I don't know. I'm not a follower of Eve. I don't know if anybody I'm with is a follower of Eve. But it's intriguing me. Now, can I wear this armor without being a follower of Eve and still get the armor protection of it? Just minus the fucking the hide and seek abilities.
I don't know.
God damn it! You are a useless piece of shit. Yeah, I look over at the fucking father. I'm like, you ever teach this boy nothing about nothing over in this goddamn fucking place you call a business?
To be fair, you want to know if it protect you still. We're too damn afraid to put it on because we're not followers of Eve. So, we're afraid that if we put it on and we're not, we'll die.
Is that how it did? Is there any other, like this follower Eve? So she's a hunter goddess or some shit like that?
She's a goddess of the hunt. Goddess, the mother of all creatures. Ugh.
Yeah. And out of game right now. I don't know at all what Richie's god is, right? Or goddess or god.
As far as I know,
if he even has one.
Richie doesn't have one. And as far as you know, these two are too afraid to even try putting it on, that they just read the legends. So it could be utter bullshit if there's anything bad that could happen.
Well, I don't know if I could quite spend 3,000 gold on something y'all two don't even know if it works. Now, you gave my brother here, Bo, a discount on something that you weren't sure what it did. Now, why am I paying full price, 3,000 gold pieces, which is a hefty sum? So much so that you wanted to be sure that I even had the 3,000 gold pieces. Seems to me like you're just trying to spin a bullshit story to a traveler here so you could get rid of something while making a little bit of cash on the side. You trying to hustle me? I look straight at the boy. I'm like, you trying to hustle me, son? Is this what your daddy teaches you here? Is how to hustle people?
He puts his head down, like his head drops and he's looking at the ground.
Original price was 8,000 gold. It's been heavily discounted because at the end of the day, it is still an artifact. It's a deity's artifact.
Seems like a pretty shitty deity, seeing as how all her followers got wiped out.
They're wiped out in the first war.
Were you a hero in this first war, or was your fat ass just eating a hero in the first war? Yeah, I turn over to Bo and I start chuckling a little bit. it was pretty good. But what the hell are you talking about, first war?
Oh god, you're one of those. You're from another. I don't want any of your business. You're from another place. You can leave. You're not even from this world. Don't even know the history. You want to come here and act like you know something.
What you talking about? I don't know. They're killing me with this guy. Now listen here. You tell me about this first war. Is that any sort of similar thing like the dwarves versus the humans? Over in that Aradian place that they think they're hot shit come over here. Speaking of which, I had one of them assholes come up to me today try and tell me like I didn't know what was going on in the continent.
Incontinent? No, I'm not incontinent. So, no, it wasn't like the first human dwarf war. That was bullshit. The first war happened eons ago, right when the world was first created. The first people of this place. That's why it's called the First War.
Alright, you smug piece of shit. God damn, you smell like an outhouse in the middle of July.
If you don't like the smell of my store, you can leave. Come here. Talk about my store smell and me being incontinent and
As he's
I don't
rambling,
know what the First War is.
Wait, now as he's rambling, what?
I kind of look down to the sun and I whisper his father's rambling. I go, "Are you all right here? It seems like it beats the shit out you. If you need to ever get rid of him, just know sometimes bad things happen to bad people." And I leave it pretty vague so it doesn't sound. So it's not like I'm saying I'll kill his father, but he kind of gets the idea.
Boy just keeps looking down as his father speaks and just not acknowledging anything that's going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, are you gonna buy the armor, or are you just gonna stand there looking silly? Hmm?
Damn it. Okay, I look over. So, well, give me a little bit. I'm still inspecting here, and I kind of pick up the armor and kind of look at it. I might have a friend back home who might enjoy one of these. And I kind of fake inspect it, get him off my back.
As you're fake
And-
inspecting it, you're running your hands across everything and just kind of just bullshit inspecting it, but you're realizing this thing is worth way more than $2,000. Craftsmanship on this thing is impeccable.
I look over at Bo and I'm like, listen here, Bo. And I whisper so that the son can't hear me. I'm like, I really won't kill this fat son of a bitch in this chair over here. He been insulting. He smelled like shit. And this goddamn motherfucker over here talking about insulting my intelligence. Maybe I don't know about the First War, and that, talking first time humanity and all these races were created and shit. That he's a son of a bitch. That's what I'm trying to say. Now listen, if we get the go-ahead from this kid, take out his abusive father, we could frame it as self-defense.
I don't know if I want to get into anything serious like this.
Well, let's ask the boy. Again, as I'm kind of fake inspecting this and realizing I should probably just pay the 3,000 gold and leave. I asked the boy again. I'm like, listen, how does this man treat you? Why is he beating you so much? Are you okay? Are you all right? Trying to see if I could get him to be, kind of come forward about his living situation, see if he's, being abused badly.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's all right. I won't hurt you. I'm gonna help you. All right, persuasion check. You said.
Yes.
Don't I have that silver tongue charm or
Yes, you do.
thing? What does that do again? Other than advantage?
It's just an advantage, I believe.
I might have to find that fucking document to see.
As far as I know, when I reviewed it over, I think just depending on the context, it gives you a +1, but other than that, it's more just less like an advantage roll. You roll twice.
Okay, yeah. +1 charisma and advantage to all speech checks, and then +1 charisma level up. Current level 6 +5 charisma. I don't know what the fuck that means because it doesn't integrate into D&D Beyond. So that I guess that gives me a +1 on all my charisma checks and advantage.
Yeah, I guess anything that has to do with your charisma check, yeah.
Okay, so
And advantage, yes.
Persuasion 6 + 6, and then +1. Okay, so that's 12 or 13. So 13, I think, if we're doing the silver tongue shit.
Okay. So, as you're leaning down and trying to convince this boy to, open up to you, he just kind of stands there, his hands shaking, trembling in fear, as his father is still talking. His father hasn't stopped talking this entire time. Farting and burping and grunting. And he's just standing there shaking. He's just not saying a word.
And I go and I try again and I go, listen. Say, listen, son. Does anybody else know that you've already tested that ring of fire protection?
He still just isn't answering. He's just trembling in fear as his father continues to prattle on, but the father seems to be kind of winding down at this point.
All right. Listen, boy, this is the last chance. I can't help you if you don't talk to me. You don't talk to me, I'm about to buy this and get on with my life. Get out of here. You're going to still be in this same situation. So you tell me what this man's doing to you. We can make a case for self-defense. And if it ain't nobody known that you tested out that fire, that fire reduction, we can burn this motherfucker with molten hot metal and then put the ring on his fingers afterwards and say it didn't work. That's all I'm saying. But hypothetically, of course. And then I start to kind of look at the armor again and set it down on the counter. slowly go to set it down on the counter, waiting for him as a last chance to talk to me. And, if he doesn't, I'm going to set it down and go ahead and purchase the damn thing.
So the boy, after hearing what you said, kind of looks up briefly, but then looks back down and walks around the counter and stands next to his father, still shaking, and doesn't say a word.
So are you gonna buy the damn thing, or are you just gonna stand there and look at it? Obviously, any guy worth his salt inspecting the fine quality of the armor would tell you that that's a wonderful piece of work. Mortal hands didn't make that.
Would you be able to go about like $27.50?
3,000 solid.
3,000 solid, and I kind of look over at the kid. I'm like, "You gonna do anything? Do it now." And I say it real quick, and then I'm like, "Well, I guess 3,000 it is."
If you're gonna do anything, do it now. What does that mean?
I'm just hyping myself up, trying to. If you're gonna do anything, do it now. You know what I mean? Before I talk myself out of buying this, good deal here is all I was saying. Like, sometimes talk to myself.
He does that a lot.
Well, yeah. So, we have a deal then, huh?
The boy still is just trembling in fear.
Damn it! Now I feel like I gotta hype this kid up to fucking murder his father.
This is a tough situation.
Are you having cold feet?
Well, I mean, there's a saying from where I come from, is you don't bite the hand that feeds you, but you beat the shit out of the hand that beats the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of say that out loud, kind of saying it like I'm directing it towards the father, but it's like an inspiration to the kid. Because I could see he's still immobilized by fear.
Are you giving the kid inspiration? Is that what you're saying?
Wait, that's a thing?
If you have the ability to give somebody inspiration, yes.
I don't know if I do. How do I know if I can
Probably
do
not. I think you're just using the phrase.
No, I'm using the phrase. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to motivate him to kill his father. Before we leave, so we can help him out.
I see.
Just be like witnesses. Be like, yeah, it was self-defense. He was beating the fuck out of him. He was gonna kill him. But yeah, I don't think this kid's going for it. So, but in a last-ditch attempt, I say that. I got a saying, what I just said. Basically.
Oh my god, we're burning daylight here. I could be off doing better. Are you gonna buy the armor? Or are you just gonna rattle on with the mouth? Flapping your
How
lips?
much health does this guy have?
Huh?
Can I tell how much health this guy has?
This guy
Does
is
he
not
look like he would just have
This guy is not the epitome of health. I mean, this guy looks like he barely gets out of that chair. He's a bigot.
So would you say that he has regular NPC villager health points?
I feel like he would have less.
I would say that Jangles was on the right track, that he looks like he's, 2 steaks away from a heart attack.
I could one-shot him. Possibly.
Until he turns out to be some fucking big bad.
Yeah.
He used to be an adventurer. Remember that? There's always that to fucking remember. He was like, in my adventuring days. I mean, he definitely looks beat up.
Are you guys just gonna stand there and look at me with your vengeful eyes, or are you gonna actually make the purchase?
Esther, I know you're feeling for this kid too. He's clearly immobilized by fear.
Okay. Sir,
But
sir, how much gold to part with the kid?
What?
think about that.
How much gold to part with the kid? Is he even your kid? Is that your son?
Oh, yeah, that's wasted space. Yeah, he is. Too much of a coward to be an adventurer like his old man. Can't really talk too well. Yeah, he's my kid.
Yeah, well, how much gold to maybe just kind of we could hire him?
You'd hire, you'd hire my son.
I thought he was
Screw
gonna
this.
die of
Screw this.
laughter.
I'm casting blight. I'm casting blight.
Oh shit! What the fuck is that? Do?
I'm casting blight.
You're casting blind?
Blight.
Oh, what is
BLID.
blight?
Oh,
Okay.
Murders the
Um,
fuck out of him. That's what it
Ne-
does.
it's a 4th level spell.
Shit!
Necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice you can see within range, draining
Oh my
moisture and
God.
vitality from it. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, and the target takes 8d8 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
So what do I have to beat? The Constitution?
Or would he happen to be a plant creature?
No,
No.
he's a halfling.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, you already said that earlier. Okay, I'm gonna cast for damage first. Okay.
Holy
He needs to
shit.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, he got an 18 on the dice, which is a
Okay.
19.
Okay, so then 33 divided by 2. He takes however much damage that is.
and how much? 30 divided by what?
33 divided
33
by 2.
divided by 2. So I don't know if you want to round down or round up, but
Well,
That'd be
Is it
either
the
16.
round
See,
up,
that'd be
you know?
16 or 17.
yeah, we could say 17. That's fine. So, is this verbal? Is this, like you use your fingers? Is it like you gotta do
I
symbols?
don't know what it is actually. It's verbal and semantic, so I guess I do have to say something
Okay.
and like may do hand motions, but
All right. So,
Shit.
it's instant. It's like instantaneous.
as he's coughing up a lung, laughing at your proposal, you just cast your spell, your blight, and it hits him. And he's like, and you just see his flesh begin to just rot away on his body. Chunks of it are falling onto the floor. The chair that he's sitting in, it's almost as if he's melting into it.
What?
It does say it drains moisture and vitality from it, whatever the creature is.
Oh, moisture? Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he's like melting into the chair, but he's becoming a raisin. He's thinning out. He's like,
He's
you see it. Finally, he stops screaming as he's attached to the chair, and he's looking at you, eyes wide open. All the moisture in his body, almost all the moisture in his body and vitality is gone. Take the boy.
Wait, hold on. He's still alive?
He is still alive.
the fuck?
He
How
was an
much-
adventurer.
How much health does he have left? Like, can I bitch slap this man and kill him?
Well,
Or is
I
this,
mean,
we
you
probably
could,
don't want to murder.
Well,
you could
If-
try, but the thing is, it's one of those things where you could try. You could slap him and, potentially have the same thing that happened in Kol Noctazi happen.
What was
yeah.
that?
You
Well, I
smack
feel
the
like
guy
I feel
twice
like-
with a gun.
It was verbal and somatic, meaning it was verbal. So somebody could have hurt.
It was self-defense. The kid. He beat the kid in front of us.
Yep, that's the story I'm going with. Right, kid? I looked up. I say, right, kid? He beat the shit out of you in front of us, and this is why we had to do what we did, right?
The boy hasn't said a word. He's just looking at his father in shock.
I want to do a persuasion check. Kid, come on, you'll take over the shop for him.
When we come back, because we're going on an adventure.
Well, no, I don't want to take him with us. I think that he can take over the shop now that his dad's gonna be dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but don't you want to take that little son of a bit?
What?
You did say how much to part with the boy.
Yeah, that was before that was just to get him away, but then his dad pissed me off more, so then I wanted to
His
get rid of
dad
His
coughed,
dad's
and
kind
that
of a
was
fucking
it.
prick, right? All right, so while this is all going on, I'm like, all right, so you're saying take the boy and the armor. All right, got it. And I pick up the armor off of the table without leaving any gold.
Okay.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you. And son, and I look down at the kid. I'm like, son, if you'd like to join us, you can. I know my brother here don't really want you to tag along, but it's up to you whether or not you want to stay with your father, who's dried up like, well, I'd say a raisin, but this fat motherfucker looks more like a prune. So you could stay with him and run the shop, or you could come with us. Let this motherfucker die after
We're
he beat
leaving.
the
We're
shit
leaving
out of you.
tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, we're
You
leaving
know.
tomorrow. Also, if you do come with us, does that mean we can kind of just take what we want from the store, or we still got to pay you? I don't quite know how that works.
Yeah, we could take.
The boy looks at you. He's still in shock at the fact that his father was attacked and what his father looks like. You guys got to choose. Are you taking him with you, or are you just going to leave him here?
Kind of getting to the point where now I'm going to become no better than the father because I want to beat the shit out of this kid because he doesn't fucking listen. Now I feel like maybe we did the wrong thing. The father was in the right the whole time.
No. Okay, we need to persuade the kid to just answer what he wants. It should be his decision.
Child, whatever you want. You can come with us or you could stay here and run the shop. But we need to know because we're leaving by tomorrow. I'd like to have you with me, but I understand if you'd want to stay. But I am going to take this here armor because your father's kind of a prick, and we did you a solid there, kind of.
And I'll take the gold that I spent earlier back.
Yeah, that as well. I mean, it's quite expensive to take care of your father, but it looked like he beat the shit out of you. But that's besides the point. Do you want to come, or do you want to stay? The question that I'm asking is, should you stay or should you go?
Heads or tails? Call it.
What do you mean heads or tails?
Heads or tails. Heads means the kid goes with you. Tails means he stays.
Do we get advantage on it? That
No.
would make no sense. Do we get advantage on heads or tails, man?
You both have to agree.
Heads? You want to do heads? You think heads?
I think I think it's better if he would come with us.
Okay.
Especially if the dad is going to stay alive.
Do too. But is that I'm hoping it's heads because I want this kid to come with us too.
Okay. So, the kid looks at you, looks at his father, looks back at you. Leave everything except the armor and the stuff that you purchased. Leave the gold, and I will leave with you. Do the right thing, and I will come with you.
So I have to pay for the armor still?
You have to pay for the armor.
Yes.
God damn this kid.
What the fuck? Why does he want his dad to have the gold?
Dude, your dad's gonna be dead. Okay, you know what?
Why don't we give the gold
argue.
to you, kid? Why don't we give the gold to you, kid?
Yeah, can we give the gold to you? Because your dad's gonna die and some other rapscallion's gonna come in here and just steal all this shit, most likely. Anyways.
Do not kill my father. It's the wrong thing to do.
Okay, well, he's still alive, but what? Okay, alright. You know what? You're right.
But be better.
Be better. Alright, you know what? I put the 3,000 gold. You're right, kid. I put the 3,000 gold down.
Wasn't mine like 1,500?
Was it 900 and 400? That'd be
13.
13.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Oh, this Carnivaro, and I don't even know if this fucker can wear it.
Alright, so...
I'm gonna have to try to hella hard to convince him to become a follower of Eve instead of my god, Charisse, just so I can get my money back.
All right, so add to your notes that you now have a halfling follower. You'll have to give me some time to come up with a name because I did not expect this. So, unless you guys want to name him,
Oh, we get to name him?
you can if you want.
What does the kid look like?
He's very young. He's halfling, so looking young is normal. But he's probably about early 20s, maybe late teens.
I thought of a name.
Okay. All right. What is it?
Hold on.
Hang on, let me write
Hold
this
on.
down.
I'm posting it in the Adventures Guild chat.
Better not be something goofy that we can't say on spawn.
No, you can definitely say it on recording.
What was it?
Fill a bag? Feel a bag?
Yeah, something like that.
Feel a bag? Feel a bag?
Either feel a bag or fill a bag.
Fill a bag.
Interesting. Okay.
Feel my bag?
How do we
Feel a bag?
How do you guys feel about fill a bag?
Feel a bag. All right, we need a second name. Feel a bag. What though? Feel a bag. Baggins.
No.
That's fucking retarded.
That's way
My bad.
That's way too close to the fucking Hobbits.
Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, to the Hobbits that the fucking halflings was a straight rip off of.
How about Fill a bag Steamboat Willie because it's now in the public domain. Just say fuck you to Disney.
Yeah. Fill a bag
Willie.
Yeah. That works.
Fill a big Willie.
Feel a big willy.
Fill a big Willie. Fill a big Willie. My name's Philip Big Willie.
So
my name's Big Willie. And
PHILABIG and then Willie.
Yeah, that works.
I'm cool with Willie if that works with everybody else.
So is it Fill a Big Willie or is it Fill a Big Willie?
Ooh.
I like Phil a big willy.
I think Phil a Big Willie's goofier, and of course I'm partial to it.
Yeah.
So Phil a Big Willie. His name is Phil for short. That works. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'll come up with some shit for him. Alright, so
we now have a halfling follower named Phil a Big Willie.
Yep, you now have a halfling follower that you are responsible for, named Phil a Big Willie.
God damn it. All right.
Why did he have to get called Phil a Big Willie and also being a halfling? Jesus.
Yeah, well, you guys decided for Phil a Big.
I'm down for Phil a Bag, but I mean, Phil a Big is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys leave the store with Phil a Big Willie? Alright, so the three of you leave the store, and you just, as you guys are leaving, you hear the father just because he's got no moisture in his lungs. He's drying up. And now where to? Because it is currently almost 5 in the afternoon.
And we can't go back to the ship yet.
Well, no, you can't go back to the ship yet. That's the day.
No. We probably need to find a place to stay for the night. I say we lay low and just stay in the tavern or wherever. Or not the tavern. Just our room, wherever we're going to be staying.
Oh, Phil's going to be in for a weird one when I take my fucking disguise off eventually.
That's possible.
The story will be is you're a distant relative.
I'm a second cousin, twice removed and only once remembered.
I change my disguise every time. Every time I change my disguise, Philibig never sees me. So I'm like, he's like, where's fucking, goddamn, I forget the other guy's name now that I've been playing. Where's Jangles? Thank you. It's like, oh, bloody hell, where's Jangles?
All
And it's like,
right.
oh, Jangles is somewhere else. And, flip-flop back and forth. Never break the news to him because it'd break his heart.
So, on that note, we are going to call it. We've been going for 3.5 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we're calling it here.
Mhm.
You guys are just gonna head to the inn. There's no more shopping you want to do.
I'm good.
No, I'm all set because I was going to say I got to get here soon.
Okay.
Wouldn't
So
the bounty hunters still be looking for Balthazar?
they would be,
Yeah,
and
but
they would
I'm
not find
not.
Balthazar, but they would find Bo
Jangle.
and Jangles, the
And
one that.
Phil.
Well, they'd find Bo at least, and see that he was the one that threw the torch. So we'll see how that turns out when we cross that bridge sometime in the near future. So
Okay.
great session. I'm gonna end the recording here.